Cool. Thanks.
Okay. Well, so before we begin, though, has everybody had a chance to sort of look over, grab a character that's going to represent you or model? It doesn't have to be like permanent. You can switch it around as you desire, but you know, just for this game session, we'll have a model so that we can go ahead and work that into it. I'll show you the grid system, all that. Any other questions about the system? Backgrounds? I sent a few of you some messages offline with, in some cases, detailed backgrounds that I've made up for you. Feel free to kind of work within the confines of those, what I've talked to you about, and or in your case, you know, what you want to come up with is fine. Whether it's the reality or not is largely irrelevant. Especially for Malkavians. But
I was like,
he's like, does it really matter?
Well, Jacob said
So,
it was supposed
all
to
that
be
matters is what the
role-playing,
TV
not
tells me.
real life.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's the truth, right? So yeah, and with those that had joined me in the game at the War Room, we're just going to have those characters and exactly the background story that had been come up with or lack thereof remain the case. So we're just going to pretty much pick up where we left off there. I'll remind you kind of the general terms, and then you guys can kind of fill in any other details that you want. But long story short, you guys had your individual stories, your individual lives, and they were abruptly changed by basically running into some shady people or having some circumstances that you are still confused about to this day. That resulted in you apparently becoming a vampire. Setting is still set in the DC area. You were found by apparently a faction called the Camarilla in a Connex box, covered in gore and blood, completely naked, and all you remember are flashes of violence, hatred, and hunger, always with the background of cold and never feeling warm once the embrace had occurred. Other than that, you have no idea who your creators are or what the idea was behind you, but it sounds like it's another faction that's called the Sabbat that may have created you, and you're getting the impression from the two detectives that you'd run into. Do you guys
They're gonna
remember
kill
their
us.
names?
Greg.
I remember
Greg.
Greg, for sure.
Yes. Yes, Greg, yes.
Samantha.
Samantha.
Thank God, because I forgot.
Right,
my
me
notebook.
too.
So, and if I recall correctly,
Greg is in
Kat's
love with
character
me.
decided to kind of utilize her blood in a very specific way that ended up having Greg switch gears, almost take a complete 180, where he was initially very distrustful and actually openly right in front of you talked about potentially just having you destroyed on the spot.
Yes.
He
Well,
was
to
not
be
comfortable.
fair, that was partly because of the other one.
True. Yes, that was Steve's character.
Goddamn
Was
Steve.
definitely Mr. Light, as it turns out, who was definitely a kind of an oddity with that, and really went dark. He really embraced that world of darkness side, and in fact, if I recall correctly, botched a humanity roll and lost 2 humanity in the very first session. So it was an interesting learning experience for him. But you guys ended up impressing them. Samantha was very much, she seemed to be more kind of level-headed with regards to you guys, more understanding and interested in sort of getting maybe more to the bottom of why you're here, as opposed to just utterly destroying you. And then with your use of the discipline, you convinced Greg otherwise for the next few
Week.
months.
It was
Maybe
a
a
week.
month, a week,
It was
full
week.
week, yeah.
Full week.
So, he's sort of wrapped around your finger, can't keep his eyes off you, that sort of thing. But they're definitely taking you to somebody called the Prince to announce yourself, although other than who you were as a human, you have no idea what to expect or pretty much where the hell you are and what you're stepping into. So, and it's terrifying and confusing, and there is that always that underlying hunger that's burning in your bellies, and this weird way to manipulate your blood that you learned about in the previous session. All right, so I'm going to start around. We're going to do kind of the quick, and dirty going around here. So Todd, your character, and do you have any kind of a background that you want to kind of share that you goes as far as embrace or anything like that? You're going to be more of a traditional from the Camarilla on the Malkavian side of things, which is pretty much whatever the hell you want to be, because they don't really follow any. I mean, they'll still follow the rules, but they don't really care about. Or they'll be like, I had a vision, and we shouldn't follow this rule right now, so I'm not going to.
Pretty much always.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Especially if it has to be traffic.
As far as my background is, I was an amateur politician, getting my start, and one night I went to a fundraiser for a blood bank, and it was not a fundraiser. There was a fundraiser.
I would say
Who raised
who,
you?
yeah, I
Reed,
was gonna
yeah.
probably
But-
was a fundraiser, but for others.
Mhm.
And ever since I've been breaking into homes and electrocuting people to death with a toaster named Eliza Bathory.
So, I'll say that your maker then is named Eddie Smith. He is a
One of my favorite patients.
independent from independent from Illinois, and so he does all sorts of things related to trying to get out and kiss babies and do other things, always at night. And so he works very late into the night, and people can't really get a hold of him during the day. But yeah, he is, for his part, he is everything and more that you'd expect from a true politician, including just complete chaos. And will completely flip votes and everything else, and he enjoys the human politics of it. And even more so, you'd argue a lot more so than he enjoys the kindred side of things.
Oh.
So he does it. He plays the game because he has to, and the prince will keep him in line. He's instructed you on kind of how to exist, and so I'll kind of help you through. Unlike these guys that have sort of this amnesia kind of thing going on, kind of. You are sort of have a more kind of traditional. Actually, the three of you will have kind of a more traditional get-up. And so after your creation and after kind of explaining things, how allowing you to have a little bit of freedom, you still really like Senator Smith. That's the blood bond talking, actually, which is on the sheet if you want to take a look. But he is saying it's time. So Archie, we gotta have you meet the. Gotta have you meet the prince. He's looking at his non-existent watch, just like this. I got a thing, but I'm gonna go take you over to the Watergate. We're gonna go and see the prince.
I've got a call real quick. I'm sorry. I put a banana to
Go
my
ahead,
ear.
I understand. Me too. He goes off and
So you're telling me things have gone monkey?
Monkey, you say? Oh no. We don't have time for monkey. Tell him
It's the prince. It's for you.
we'll be right there.
Fucking bananas, right?
My goodness. All right. All right. So yeah, we got the porter bringing around the car. Sun's down. We're good to go. Let's head over there.
Where's my second? Where's call? As I pull out my gullified chicken and go on my way.
Mm-hmm. Make sure it doesn't crap in the car this time. Can you have it aim out of the window?
He's got a diaper on.
Hi.
We learned after last
Okay.
time.
I'm sorry.
I approve.
Can you tell me what the pet toaster's name was?
Oh, Eliza Bathory? like Elizabeth Bathory.
All right,
First one, like,
Jamie.
like,
So with your character, like we said, you're a George Washington hospital worker. So you were a nurse studying to become full nurse, and you were basically first year. And like I described, just kind of grueling schedule, lots of different things happening. You were in the ER wing, so you would constantly get these, lots of gang violence, lots of, robberies and other things with the, that you basically were trying to, it was just trying to triage it half the time, figure out who, and you
I'm
got
holding the
really
toaster.
good at that
Oh,
sort
the
of
chicken's on my
analyzing.
shoulder.
So looking at your, at your skill set, your investigation and medicine. So you were really good at just sort of investigating, but you weren't a doctor, right? So you're more like, I can do the investigation, I can look up and get them in the right path, and then that's sort of where you found your niche at the hospital. And then basically what ended up happening is like we described, one night, you had basically come across and you're like, man, there's all these patients are always coming in like anemic, severely anemic. And in some cases, like needing immediate blood transfusion, and it's like all the time, always at night, like what? And it's like late in the night. What the hell's going on? And so you did your search, and you dug into the database, the health database, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Maybe there's other records of other people that have noticed this in their blood work, and then that's when you determine, like, well, no, nothing else is here. And then you did sort of you're like, okay, well, I'm curious. I'm just going to see what it looks like on mine. Maybe it's hidden in some tab or something. And you looked on yours, and magically, your patients that you knew were anemic, had issues with their blood. They were all scrubbed. They were all perfectly normal blood work. And so that prompted you to go into records. And then that's where you met Arthur. And so Arthur, very pale, kind of nerdy looking, was pretty happy and very excited that you had even taken an interest in the database, but basically took down the information he had and told you you'd look into it. And as fate would be, you heading home that night, you ended up getting basically what felt like you were robbed. So you had the footsteps come rapidly behind you. You felt the shiv in the back. You're laughing. You're thrown down to the ground. You're pummeled. Ripped out the purse from your hand, and then you kind of heard like them stop, and they're like, you hear kind of muffled, because at this point you're in shock and you're like, everything's sort of blinking in and out, and you everything's just painful, and you feel like everything's starting to swell. And you hear the number of people that were around you seem to be engaging with something else. And then it sounds like there's rapid footsteps. There's might be some sign of a altercation, and you're kind of getting to your senses and coming around trying to like protect yourself and maybe try and stand up so you can get away. That's when you felt that blood sort of rushing through from your back and on your face. And you hear a couple pops, which, gunshots presumably. And then you kind of hear this just muffled screaming, and then someone like running full speed barrels into you and knocking you over, but they're so freaked out, all you saw was the Adidas shoe with some blood on it now, presumably from you after tripping on you, and the person is still screaming and just absolutely running off. And then you just have this vision of, you can see Arthur's face, and he's asking, are you all right? Ellen, are you all right? My goodness, what the hell's going on here? Here, let's try and get you up. We're not too far from the hospital. Oh my goodness. And you can tell he's kind of looking you up and down and looking at your back, which now you can feel the kind of cold going against it to suggest it's wet. And he's like, this isn't going to work. We can't get you there. Hold on to me. And then at that point, you're kind of slipping in and out. And you do remember a single question. It's like, I hate to do this, but do you still want to be here? Do you still want to be alive? And then from that, you can feel yourself sort of nod, but then you're slipped back in, and then you end up awakening in a coffin. Arthur's sitting there, and he's dressed completely different. So this is where we'll take off from where I kind of described. That was all sort of the recap, just in case there's any questions. But you can ask any questions before we get into that, in like anything you want to kind of flesh out, or if you want to tell me. It's very interactively storytelling. So if you have something you really want your character to be or know or whatever, you can always just ask me, and we can work it out offline or even during the game is fine. So if you don't have any other questions.
No, I think she's just gonna be like real terrified.
Yeah, everything's
confused,
like,
and, yeah.
well, and so very much like what we're talking about with them. I mean, everything's just disorienting, and your senses are crazy.
Right.
You know, and your character had Auspex, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's like especially crazy.
Mhm.
All of your senses are kind of heightened, and they kind of come in and out. So it's not like, so you start with like this hypervision, and you're kind of squinting out as the light kind of erupted into the coffin as it opened up, and it ends up just being kind of the ambient light of this, whatever this room is. Almost looks old and gothic. And then as your eyes start to focus, you like hyper focus, where you like hyper focus into the corner of a room where you see a spider wrapping up, a fly, like literally just right there, and you're like zoomed in on it, and then like it zooms out, and then all of a sudden you just feel this like crushing like sonic sound as like the creaking of the coffin door is going, and it's just like grating on you.
She's just like,
And then, and you,
so
as you're
much.
feeling your hand go along the side of this wood, you can kind of feel almost every nook and cranny, every single like part of the wood underneath your hands as you grip, and now you're like, it's all just coming in and out and just crazy. But Arthur, as I said, standing there, and he's like, whoa, 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 hold on, Helena, hold on. A lot's going on. Focus on my voice. Focus on my voice. What I need you to do is feel your blood. This is going to sound really weird.
Mhm.
Feel your blood. Focus your blood around your ears so that you can hear me.
I don't know
Focus.
how to do that, but
I
I'm
know.
gonna try. I'll try.
Try.
I'll try.
And so as you're kind of doing that, you realize like it's just this odd feeling, and as you're kind of focusing inward on your body, you can feel blood actually kind of almost react to your will in a way. And so as you're kind of focusing on your ears, just like he's like coaching you through, the blood kind of goes to that area. You can feel it in your whole body, the first time ever, right? It's a very weird feeling, but it's definitely happening. And sure enough, that really loud sound, but now everything's like really quiet, but you can like hear things in what appears to be a very large house. And so he goes through, and he's dressed in very much like this super weird kind of suit, like almost like a magician's outfit, weirdly. So it's like black and with a red undershirt, black overcoat, pretty nicely dressed actually. Completely different from when you saw him in the hospital as an analyst with a button down and with the nerdy. Yeah, he still has the glasses and everything. But anyway, he describes that you are now kindred, and so what that means is your vampires are real. It's the only way we could not get you with the damage you had. There was only one way that I could think of to save you without the delay that would have taken in the hospital and triage and everything else. So he said that based on your clear intellect, that he's very interested in helping you out, and he wanted to see you continue. And he explained that he is actually a person that has been changing all of the records, and that's his job. Within Kindred Society, he goes through and he's part of this group that does indeed alter blood records, because you would be surprised at how many vampires are in DC and in every city around the entire world, actually. And we've been doing this since biblical times, basically. And we know how to integrate with humans, and we know how to hide our tracks. So you were onto us, and it was this, or we might have to take other measures to get you off our scent. But now,
So what does that mean? So I'm one of you now?
You are. You are.
What
So
happens to my regular life? Or
your regular
job,
life will you will continue to be a nurse as long as no kindred business pulls you away. So when you're not directly involved with something in our new world that you are a part of, new to you, you are expected to perform normally and be available. Of course, we control all of administration, so you will have all night shifts. Understand there's two big things as a vampire. All the stories you've heard, everything about running water, the mirrors and garlic and all that crap, by and large, is meaningless and nothing. What is true is sunlight destroys us. It is our enemy. Sunlight is what will kill you, called the final death.
This
So,
is so much
true
to
death,
take
yeah.
in, so
Right.
much to, like, I don't even know. I'm
I
so
know.
confused right now.
Well,
I have so many questions.
and all in good time.
don't know what to. I think I'm gonna just need to sit down for
Yeah.
a minute and then.
Well, let me help you out of the coffin, and then we have seats over here, and you see some. They're like super plush seats that are like old school velvet, and
Nice.
the big wooden chairs in old school. So helps you out, and then you see a couple of other people kind of walking down the hallways, and you can hear them because again your blood's kind of focused on your hearing, and so you can hear all these different movements and hear. Oddly enough, seems like chanting way down below in the depths of whatever this place is. And he will continue to kind of explain things, but he says, first, you're newly created, and so with our particular clan, we call them, or our bloodline, the prince is always very interested in knowing when we induct new members in particular. So, Prince is the vampire of the Camarilla clan or Camarilla faction that is in charge of the city, essentially. So we are going to introduce you to him, but we'll let you get your bearings, and it's nothing to be afraid of. You're a part of us. You're protected now. You're going to have a lot of abilities that you're going to be able to hone and perfect, and I'll show you all of that. So, and he'll take you under his wing and kind of explain things in general, but they're going to pull around a vehicle and head out. So, Kyle. All right, the gangrel. So, with you, did you have an idea for your background, or did you?
Kind of just
You're
want
the-
to
yep.
text you, like, underground boxer kind of person. Underworld.
A lot of what you had been, if you don't mind me taking a little artistic license, but you had kind of grown up, immigrant family or no immigrant family? How is it?
Immigrant family.
Yeah. So immigrant family, due to jobs, had found their way over into kind of the western part of Virginia and into West Virginia. And so a lot of your formative years, you had kind of lived in sort of a rural environment. And taken to that, the cities were always kind of, kind of dubious at best for you, because you're not a city gangrel, right? You're traditional.
No,
Or
city
did you?
gangrel.
You are a city gangrel. So then, we'll still go with the fact that it's not like something that you're like super interested in, but you end up, that all changes when you head kind of towards the DC area, Alexandria. You end up getting heavily involved in like MMA, in fighting, and then that evolves into, hey, I can actually make money and beat the crap out of people. And so you end up going into a lot of, as you said, sort of the underground fight scene in DC, and that kind of opens your eyes to sort of the underbelly. You're already kind of naturally in the sort of dregs of society in many ways, or at least you see it, right? But you see all these other fighters that have like lots of money, lots of things that they have going for them. In some ways, you're like, that'd be cool. Other ways are just like, I like to beat the shit out of people. I don't know, depending on how you feel your character would
That's
prioritize.
nature sadist.
Yeah. So, beat the shit out of people, get the shit beaten out of you, either way. But basically, one night, as you are heading home after a particularly brutal night, you feel like there's this entity that's like following you. And every time you turn around, it looks like there's somebody that's walking down the street. And you've never felt this way before, but you do trust your instincts. But it definitely seems like someone's like, every time you turn like a corner, you specifically turn extra corners to be like, hey, I'm gonna like double check. And sure enough, this one dark figure seems to be following you. And as you continue, you can feel your heartbeat kind of, beating out of your chest now that you know someone's after you, and like, shit, maybe they have a weapon, maybe they, are they gonna try and rob me? So eventually you sort of turn in this street and you're like confronting them. You're like, all right, let's just do this,
Hey,
figure out what the
go on.
hell is going on.
Just get this over with.
And then it's like nobody's there now, and you're sort of looking around, and then all of a sudden you wake up in the earth, and you're surrounded. It's all just cold and wet and dirty, and you can feel very little movement that you have. It's almost like you're underground now. You're sort of shifting around, and you're like feeling around. The earth on top of you feels like you can move it, like it's very loose, versus the where on your back it's not. It's like compacted clay. So definitely like one way out. And so as you are going through, right, you like erupt out, and sure enough, it's to a rainy night. You hear the distant rumble of thunder, and as you're looking around, sitting on a tombstone, you see a pale gentleman that is sitting before you. And what was your generation? Your generation was 9 or 8?
9.
Your generation was 9? Okay. So with that, let me get this right. So his name, who is your sire, they call him, is Darren Fitzgerald. And you also, what disciplines did you have?
Fort and Protean.
Fort and Protean? Okay. Yeah, as you're like going through and you feel like rocks scraping against your skin or whatever, but like obviously you don't feel it other than you just kind of see it as you're erupting out of the ground. But very much like with Jamie, like he describes immediately, like, all right, it's going to be very disorienting. We have to describe what happened. Understand your life is now changed. You are part of Kindred Society.
I'd probably kind of start crawling towards him. Like, what the fuck did you do to me?
So, yes, the conditions of your creation are somewhat unfortunate, and are the direct result of a kindred that could not control themselves when feeding on you. So, basically, you kind of get the whole discussion that Jamie got, like it describing now you're a vampire, the shadows are deeper, supernaturals exist, and that you're now part of the Camarilla faction and Gangrel clan. And he says he himself is what's called a hound, which is basically a part of sort of the enforcement wing of Vampire Society. And the Gangrel of the city in DC are charged by the prince, the ruler of this city for vampire kind, essentially, with culling and maintaining vampire control over the parks. All of the parks within the greater DC area.
So basically, you're telling me if now my job to beat the shit out of people.
People and things, yes. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that. But your willingness to fight has, frankly, been a deciding factor in why you were created in the first place. Or versus just allowing you to either waste away or sending you to the hospital and maybe you might get a blood transfusion. Maybe you die there. This case, you're not. And though you're not living, also. Vampires have two main weaknesses, just like what Jamie. So sunlight, but now said the other part is fire. Everything else is bullshit for the most part. The individuals in some clans have weaknesses. There are other clans aside from Gangrel that have their own individual weaknesses, but we'll go into that a little bit later on if you're curious. Ours is that when we lose control of ourselves, which is surprisingly easy to do, much more easy now that you're not human, strictly, you will gain some bestial features. Yeah. And as you're looking at him, you do notice, like, he kind of looks, he's not quite as big like Saberwolf from X-Men.
Yeah.
But he definitely has more hair, and the hair is down much further, on the scalp than you would expect from anybody. And it does look like his fingers are, and his fingers are less nails and more clawish, which is also kind of stand out as you're kind of looking him up and over. And then also his pupils seem to be almost oblong as opposed to circles.
Oh.
Almost. It's very hard to see, but it's definitely, you're like, now that you're looking like right in his eyes, you can kind of see, and he's like,
So do they stay like that?
oh. Yeah. When they fail frenzy checks, they start gaining bestial
Oh.
traits.
Bestial traits.
Yeah. So,
You have a pet wolf, though, is what you're telling me?
you could have a saber wolf,
Oh, that's cool.
or a wolverine. Is also
Or chicken.
Yeah.
or chicken, or chicken,
Or a
and-
Or
toaster.
toaster.
Yeah.
it's a chicken toaster.
Eliza.
So,
Don't make me
and he
get
also
ideas.
he kind of walks you through and takes you into just like little beater Toyota, like 1995 Toyota Camry. You shovel in there, and you see in the back, like, it smells like a dog. And sure enough, there is a dog back there, and it kind of looks at you. It seems to be sort of whining as he throws it, just this little bone. Not sure where he got the bone from, but in the back you also see some a uniform, which looks like Park Service uniform, and a gun belt back there. And he explains that that's their guys, so they work in the Park Service officially. And
Parks and
pest
Recreation.
control, so you will likely be having that as your sort of job. But basically your old life exists. You can go back to it as long as you understand the limitations of what we are now. But before we go too far, we have to announce you to the prince. So that's it. So you guys are all packed into your respective cars. And you guys end up going to a very large building with a large water gate on the front. And as you guys are pulling up, the rains are pelting your respective cars. And as you guys are pulling up in your squad, looks like they're actually like squad cars or unmarked squad cars, or actually behind a limousine, a full-on limousine. And then there's also this little beater Toyota Corolla that comes up in
I think we've been
1985.
followed.
And they all pull up, and your doors almost simultaneously all open up. And for yours is like a little Lincoln, and maybe like a 2005 Lincoln or something. And so you're pulling up as well, and like again, almost synchronized. All the doors open up, and all of the sires all step out. And except for you guys, which you guys don't have sires, you just have Samantha and Greg, who all offer to help you guys out of the cars, and
What car
all
is
of you
Greg
guys
in?
are sitting
Thank
there.
you for holding the door for us,
Helping out of the
Eliza.
car.
Greg's kind of focusing on Kat's character a lot.
Thank you for holding the door for me, Eliza.
Well,
Hang on.
That's the toaster, right?
You're welcome.
The toaster.
All right. So, but and then sure enough, in front of you, you see two men that are having. They clearly have earpieces in, suited up, and they have looks to be AR style rifles. They're slinged on their back, and why not? They'll have sunglasses on, even though it's dark and rainy. But you know, it's the sort of Matrix thing going on. They come up to you guys, and they, you know, are talking with each of your sires and your representatives in your case. All approach them and kind of motion for you guys to follow. So we're here to see the prince, announce new childer, and yeah, that's nice. You see another guy, super well dressed, all white, comes up. In this case, as you know, it is Eddie, Mr. Senator Smith. Yes, Senator, we got your message, and the prince is waiting for all of you. He goes, kind of looks over at all of you guys. This, you know, looking sleazy looking, the hair slicked back, and probably, you know, mid-40s. Looks like you guys kind of like dismissively looks at his hand again as if he's looking at a watch, but there's no watch there, and he kind of just shakes his head, kind of annoyed.
It's a hair past a
We gotta go.
It's really late.
I don't have time for this, so appreciate that you guys would make time for us.
I'm very sorry. I just realized that I'm in between the two Malkavians that want to keep whispering things to me. Like if they're gonna lick me, or whatever the option was.
It's not him,
It's
it's
a hair past a freckle.
I know.
It's very late.
And I put myself
well,
in this situation.
he's very much I've got a thing with some people. I gotta go. But anyway, he has that feeling about him, and
Did
for your
Eddie
part,
just walk into the broom closet?
each of your
Of
respective
course he did,
people.
with a banana. Yes.
He just starts walking like past the guys
I
with
hate
the
the
guns,
city.
and you see them. They kind of move aside, and they do a slight bow, and then they look at you all, and they also do a slight bow, and then they motion for you to follow, and the others, like you see Samantha and Greg. You know, Greg's coming. He's like, that's the Malkavian Primogen. So yeah.
The what?
Malkavian.
So what does that mean for me?
That means he's in charge of you overall, even though he doesn't know you exist. The Malkavians basically, and you guys kind of all hear this, and he seems to kind of look at you guys as you guys are coming in, they basically control a number of different odd sectors within public life within DC, including politics, human politics. So they are a huge factor in the masquerade, which is our interest in hiding amongst humans, as opposed to just taking charge and blazing out, which is the Sabbat way, trying to enslave the humans. The Camarilla see us as being actually not able to do that, and the humans being incredibly dangerous were they to actually find out our true nature and our existence. So the masquerade is our interest in hiding amongst them, integrating, and the political side is a serious part. Although interesting that it would fall to a clan, no offense, that is not known for its stability. But I guess it all makes sense, Greg says.
Is she crazy?
Is she crazy? In her own way.
You're holding a toaster.
How dare you?
She has a derangement.
What's
But
your derangement?
Paranoia.
Oh, fun.
well, you don't tell her what the toaster's saying about her.
Hey,
So.
he can say it to me.
Let me hand her the toaster.
Well, it looks like you're not going to be the only one that's going
You
to be
noticed that as we walked
introducing
into a power
themselves. But just be respectful. Everything's going to be fine. We're well respected. We're small, but we're well respected within Kindred Society.
It's raining.
Do I bow as well?
Yes.
Is it just sparkling?
It's best that way. He's a
That's what we want
wartime
time.
prince, and his name is Ray Kennedy. And yes, relation. He is a true Kennedy. And all that means. He is
Wait,
in charge of
Are you telling me the prince is a Kennedy?
Ray Kennedy, yeah. Doesn't, yes. Is that mine? Or
Yes, that is yours. I was using
Yeah.
it as the
It's like,
phone. It was the
oops.
closest thing to me. That wasn't my phone.
Just pick up the mouse.
And you see this kind of nerdy looking guy, but he's all dressed up in like this black blazer with kind of a red undershirt.
Oh, you're just talking about Arthur.
Arthur,
I was
yes.
starting
He's
to type all
so
over.
yeah, and I'm kind of jumping around. It's going to be hard for you, but yeah, Arthur's kind of explaining to her kind of what he's seeing and sort of giving her little insights. As long as you don't attack anyone, you'll be fine. Mr. Kennedy is lost his brother in a recent Sabbat attack, and so we'd already been in a state of war with them, but now everything is ratcheted up in a pretty significant way. So we'll get into the Sabbat Camarilla conflict, but just understand that you're very low on his priority list, so
Okay.
just be okay with that.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
a good
okay with
thing.
that. I will. I soak all this in.
Yeah. I don't know what he'll have you do because I haven't done this part of it yet, but yeah, just be respectful. You'll be fine. I've met him a few times. He's interested in sort of the greater, goals.
Do I have any options to, if I don't want to be a part of this, or do I need to?
Well, if you don't want to be a part of this, we'll talk about that after.
Okay.
But for now, just embrace it, and then we'll talk. There are ways that you can kind of get up, but you will always be involved in the clan Tremere. Tremere will not let you go, but it has a huge number of benefits, and I think you would appreciate them if you got to learn them. We're all about knowledge, and so we know a lot of mystical powers that the other clans have no idea about, he says. And I think with your research, you would be very interested in what we have going on, not only here, but in our home area of Venice. We have lots of Italian and European contacts, so that's where our base is. But after you,
I follow.
yeah. So you guys are all kind of going up, and it seems like there's this like kind of you're going up in an elevator, and you see two more people, and then you get into this pile into this elevator, and there's another elevator that's in there, and he uses a key, and then he presses in a panel, which apparently lights up a little bit, so it's its own button hidden, and then you guys go up to a 13th floor. And it opens, and in it you see an entryway. There is a receptionist's desk that is off, so glass panels, series of seating, lots of seating off to the right of you, and then slightly forward of you is a receptionist, and she just like nods as you see the Malkavian Primogen go by. And with his shoulder, and then you guys are all kind of going in, and she sort of looks at you, with the glasses on, and she's just kind of taking you and writing down furiously as she's like looking at you, kind of focusing. And in front of you, there's these huge oaken doors, and
Before we go in, Eddie Smith had something he wanted to give all of you. And then the toaster pops up with cards for everybody. Name cards.
But they're also very wet and on fire because they've been in the
They're a
toaster.
little charred. Just a little toasty.
yes,
So warm.
I guess it is good for us to all talk and introduce ourselves. Sounds like you all are new and also going to be presenting yourself to the prince. And I trust that your respective sires and charges, he says kind of questioningly for you guys. Like he knows, even though you've not ever seen this guy.
I
or
haven't
heard
been
of this
charged
guy.
with anything. Not that you could prove.
Well, you have been a little sloppy. I'm just saying. So,
Smells like toast in here.
I wonder why.
respect. Don't attack anybody. Unless it's each other, and that might be amusing. But let's do this quickly. So try not to be too, verbose, if you don't mind. Looks again at his arm, and then kind of looks annoyed, rolls his eyes, and you see for your part, the hound is next to you, and he's just kind of looking at it. It's like,
What the fuck did you get me into?
well, I
He's
didn't know
holding a
there'd be other
toaster and he
people.
has a fucking chicken.
Who let a dog in here?
It's an Malkavian.
Does anybody see a dog?
We tolerate them, he says.
He's not
And as you
I'm
guys,
sorry, do you have a chicken? Why are you?
His
why are you worried
name-
about the? Why are you worried about the dog? If
Why
have
are
the
you
chicken?
distracting us?
Because
with a huge
first off, he is a
creaking,
distinguished
there's two
representative
massive
from
oaken doors
California named Call.
So you have Cobb, but you're questioning a dog. You have a chicken with a diaper. And
He's the cock of the walk. What are you talking about? Like, he's awesome. Smells like wet dog. We just came in from the rain.
She smells like wet chicken. Eat whatever.
Chicken sounds good for
Rude.
dinner.
Come on, Archie, let's go, let's go. Chop, chop.
Okay.
Time is money. Power,
Oh, shit, after the
influence.
party.
Prince Kennedy. A pleasure, sir, as always. And you see for the first time he actually seems like subservient in a way, like he's very respectful. Comes into the door immediately, bows, and he sort of takes a hint, but then he kind of walks with this, kind of, proudness about him. So, I have some fundraisers to attend to, Prince, but as is required per standard kindred etiquette, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce my children, Archie. Archie, please come in and introduce yourself so that I might leave. Get this over with. And he goes, Representative Smith, it's a pleasure. As you see this other kind of dark-haired guy sitting behind a very large desk. And as you guys all kind of pile in to this double oaken door setting, it looks like there's sort of this long hallway, if you will, or long kind of corridor. And along it you see these glass islands in the middle, all with different kinds of really cool artifacts, and most of which seem to be weapons or armor related, so kind of militaristic related. Some of them appear to be maps or old tomes, and definitely though heavy on kind of the weapons, and they're all sort of behind this in display cases essentially that are kind of almost turned into pillars along. And his desk, as you can see, is just this massive, super ornate looking. He has a series of papers all along. And as you're kind of going in, though, you smell kind of this heavy kind of blood smell. The sort of iron smell fills your nostrils, in particular yours, because you're very. And there's a couple of you that have allspice, so you're definitely kind of getting this like, oof, like almost not nauseous, but you're kind of like, something's not right here, and you're like, where's all the blood? I smell tons of blood, and I'm not sure what's going on with that, but. Sitting before you, you do see this guy, black-haired, slick-back, and he seemed kind of square-jawed looking, kind of angular features, very nicely dressed as well, and looks to you guys and then stands up and puts his arms out as he kind of walks down a few stairs to get onto your level, and you guys are on this massive carpet as well. This Arabian carpet, and it comes down, and he looks over, grips hands with the Primogen, and then looks at you, and he shakes your hand as well. Archie, was it?
Yeah, Archie. My name is Archimedes Throckmorton the Eighth, Esquire.
I see. Well, Oh,
It's nice to meet you, Mr. Kennedy.
pleasure. Pleasure. Well, I think I got it from here, Senator.
That's
If
a
you
problem,
must go, I totally understand, and I can take it from here.
Didn't he tell you it was a hair past a freckle? He's got shit to do.
Yes, he always does, he says. And you see with that, the Primogen bows out and then basically walks past all of you guys. To the point of just like, he does kind of look at you as he's coming around, because he's looking at each of you. It's kind of like, okay, hi, yeah, hi. And then he looks at you and he kind of like does a double take for a second. And then, like, as he's walking, he's still following with you with his head and kind of like squinting and looking you up and down. And then, like, just looks forward and continues walking out. Well, so we got a whole new crop of newbies here, it appears, the prince says, and he's kind of looking at each of your sires and representatives. And for your part, you see that your sire basically does an ornate bow and says, on behalf of the clan Tremere, I'd like to present Miss, sorry, I gotta look all this up, Helena, and she is going to be joining us at the clan Tremere Chantry, and we are very excited to have her. We are in need, based on recent events, as he looks up and the prince nods in understanding, of new people that can assist us in our mission in supporting the Camarilla, as always. Says, excellent. Well, Arthur, always a pleasure. He comes up and he extends his hand.
I shake his hand and
Okay.
I do a bow, trying to mirror after Arthur,
Mhm.
to be respectful.
Yep. He nods his head.
Mr. Kennedy, I don't know what I'm supposed to do or how this only it's going to take me to take all this in, but I'll try to help out as much as I can now that I'm here.
The eagerness is greatly appreciated, and to tell you the truth, I don't know what I'm doing half the time. He says. Well, who else? Who's next before we get into the formalities? The Honorable Gangrel clan. The ones that are keeping the Lupines in control here and in check. You guys have a new one, I see. Yes, Prince? Well, please, introduce yourself.
Name's Khan.
Khan. Fitting. Fitting. Well, pleasure. Comes up.
Grab
Fixing
his
it.
hand, but try to do that whole, like, intimidating grip.
Grip as much as you can? Alright, well then, if that's the way you want to go
See if
about
it has,
it,
like, a firmer grip.
give me a strength plus intimidation roll.
I have no idea what the hell I'm rolling.
So it'll be your strength rating under attributes, and then your
Intimidation.
abilities
So
is
it's
intimidation.
Talent.
3 plus... So intimidation.
Yes. Difficulty 9.
So I only roll 3
Oh.
dice.
Roll 3 dice. And so here's the rule: if you're not trained in the given ability, and you make the roll for mine, the difficulty is always 2 higher to a maximum of 10. So now your difficulty becomes a 10.
I don't have any intimidation.
So your difficulty becomes a 10. But normally, so if you're not trained, like if you're shooting a gun and you don't have any in firearms, your difficulty, and say it was a 6 difficulty for a standard revolver, it becomes an 8. So that's just how that works.
Jeez.
So in this case, you're not trained in
Yeah,
it.
because I got 3 strength and no intimidation.
So you can roll 3 and at 10s, and if you roll
How?
3 10s, I'm going to just absolutely love this so much.
Oh, we got 10.
You got 1?
110.
1 10,
Any ones?
1
And
2, and
five.
1 5.
So the way it works is I'll have a difficulty class. In this case, you need to roll a 10 or higher, so 10. But also there's things called botches, which are if you roll a 1 on a d10, that will cancel out a success. Use your lowest success. If you don't roll any successes and you roll 1s, and that's a botch, and then so bad things happen.
Yeah, that happened to me last time.
And yes, that happened to Stephen as well, and he permanently lost to humanity.
To
So
be fair, he deserved that.
He did.
yeah. Yeah, it was earned.
Look, I try so
Pressure.
hard with him, and I'm just done.
Hey, don't
I
worry.
just figured it's one of those just trying to size up someone, handshake kind of thing.
Yeah. So he's but he's you kind of grip him and you're like now you can feel that your strength is even more if you could believe that. Like you could feel just like you're like, oh man, I can really like even if you wanted to you could shift blood to the strength and make it even stronger. But in this case, you can kind of hear a little bit of like the cracking, and then he sort of looks at you and he'll do the same thing back.
I look at his aura as he's doing this, and I can see his like the blood go to his hand, and I'm like, hand boner.
So he does smile. He smiles, but then he grips, and it's like this, like you're not sure what, like if this guy's like part gorilla or whatever, but he is like he just starts like this on your hand, and like you could feel like oh. So you can give me a willpower roll to not like flinch if you want.
Okay, what's the little
So you roll a number of dice equal to the dots in willpower.
7? I can't see what any of that is. So.
Alright.
So there's no
So,
ones.
8, 10,
What? Okay,
10,
so
So
there's
10
one.
would be
nine,
There's 6
4,
difficulty.
7, 5, and 8.
Whoa! Yes, you're able to keep your composure though,
Nice.
and he's looking at you, and you can feel it's just giving. Like your hand isn't and he's going as far as he wants to go, but then he like stops, and he's kind of looking at you, and your hand at this point is clear. Like if you're hit a human hand, you're pretty sure like it's unnaturally like squished in,
Yeah.
and your hands are almost splayed out like your fingers are. But because you're a vampire now, apparently it's not so bad. You're kind of like, ow, but I'm gonna look you in the face, and I'm not gonna be. He
Not
looks
gonna
at you,
back
and
down?
he gets this like this smile and nods and said, "Darren, I like this one. I like this one. This is good. This is a good crop. I have a good feeling about this." And he lets go, and nods, yeah, and you're kind of like behind your back. Oh, that sucked so bad. So
His hand comes back.
pretty much, yeah. Shut the camera on that one. Down a little. There you go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, basically. But then you can feel like your hand, like you can shift blood to it, and then everything pops back into place. And then you're like, oh, it's just bludgeoning it was bruising damage, and it came back. Anyway,
And I can hear
Um,
it next to you, and I'm like,
so I got the
As a
missive.
nurse, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, you're like, that's gotta hurt.
yes.
Like you can see this, and you hear like the pop, and you see like a hand, like a finger pop up kind of thing. And you're like, oh man, we're gonna have to put that in a splint, or I don't know what the hell we're gonna do with this. But sure enough, you see it like he's like does a shake and popping, and then all of a sudden it's back
Amazing,
normal.
you're normal again.
So I did get the missive ahead of you all, Hound Greg and Hound Samantha. So these are the ones that we found, he says, and his whole demeanor changes. So with them, he was kind of like, pleasantries and everything, but you see his face change, and you can feel like a weight in the air, and you can feel a apprehension in the voices of both Samantha and Greg. Now, as they're kind of like, you just hear like a momentary stutter. It's like, yes, Prince. These are some of the kindred that we had found in the container yard. Sabat creations, no doubt. And he kind of looks questioningly, and he's looking at them. He's not really looking at you guys. We believe so, but you see Samantha's. But we have not been able to confirm where they come from or who made them, Prince. Well, that's interesting. So, I'm very interested to know why they're before me, and not destroyed. as he kind of looks over at you guys. And Greg kind of steps forward and sort of steps in front of you. To which the prince kind of looks like, what the hell? Prince, we feel that they might have a lot more clues to offer into what's happening, and they'd be much more advantageous for us and our city to be around. And we did look into them, and short of one of their members who we have sent off to be dealt with, we have these ones we think are they're just victims of circumstance, and I think that we could put them in the right direction. Prince just looks at them, and he just like glares, and then he looks over each one of you guys in turn, and it's uncomfortably long for all of you, because he's literally like looking, like stands in front of you, and he just like looks you up and down, taking in a deep breath, goes in. And what clans are they? Have we figured out what kind of antitribute? Do any of them play with shadows? Are they La Sombra, or any maybe play with vicissitude? He's looking at it. No, Prince. We believe that they are. This one is Bruja, and we have another Bruja and a Malkavian. A Malkavian antitribute? Kind of like looks up and like visibly like why me in the look.
Another one.
So interesting. Well, have we verified any of this? No, sir. We're going to need to provide blood to the Tremere clan, as he looks over at Arthur, to verify. But based on their disciplines, they could be caitiff, the prince says. And he looks at each one of you again, clearly disturbed. Well, Prince, we could definitely check, but I'm pretty sure that they are not, and we think that they were created specifically by those clans or members of those clans. Okay. Well, what say you all? I'm told that you don't remember much. That you were found in Connex boxes with the remains of an unfortunate human who had been torn apart by your very hands, in all likelihood.
I thought waking up was bad.
I
Put
woke
in
up
a
in a
weird
Four
spot.
Seasons. What happened to y'all?
I was turned on the shitter.
I woke up in the ground.
I gotta thank
Minding
Eddie
my own
again.
business.
You were in a no, you weren't in a biker bar. You were in the biker bar with me.
We're, in Baltimore. This big party.
Baltimore.
Go to take a piss.
Yes, Prince, Baltimore.
And then I wake up like this. I didn't ask for this.
Well. And
But I
who's
don't want
going-
to die either.
Okay, I can work with that, the prince says. What about you all? Would you just assume be put down, like some rabid dog, or would you rather not be?
Would rather not be.
All lives matter.
Well, in that case, maybe we can work with this. Well, unfortunately you found yourselves in a nasty attempt at destroying us here in DC. Vampire kind is basically divided into two main factions. There are others, but two main factions that are warring with each other. You have us, called the Ivory Tower, which are the Camarilla. We are representatives of order, and we have an interest in surviving, and we don't have any interest in being destroyed utterly by human masses. We like the
Or
lives
other
that we've
vampires.
created. Sabat, on the other hand, are infatuated with power, their own power specifically. They have an interest in subjugating all underneath their capability, and approach everything with a sledgehammer, if that makes sense. Everything with them is about carnage and blood. They have no interest in integrating into human society, and every interest in subjugating it. So,
So they turned
The-
us for what, do you think, though?
well, he goes over and you see he brings up a wine glass. It looks like a dang chalice, like the thing is like studded and true silver or whatever. Takes a sip of it, and some thick liquid pours into his mouth.
I can smell.
Yeah, you can.
Super strong.
Yes.
Iron.
Very potent blood. You've never even, it's like super irony, like fills your nostrils.
Yeah.
That's what we've been smelling?
Mm.
Aspects. That's useful. And he kind of like swirls it, and you can tell it's very thick. It's not wine. I think you were shock troops. We think that you, amongst others, and he kind of looks over and you see Samantha and Greg nod their head in agreement, were designed to come out during a specific event. And, well, I don't think that you came out during that event, but you did. You were designed to attack the city in a coordinated effort and to create as much carnage and perhaps even distraction for the main assault. And to that, you can actually feel like Greg and Samantha's like they're like almost standing like really rigid. Same with Arthur, because you guys have these sort of, well, you have the connection. Your sire's gone. Your sire also has this sort of like oh shit, and he's like totally like fixated, and it's sort of like oh, like he's talking about something that's really deep to him personally. So their main assault ultimately was defeated. They use anything and everything at their disposal, including gang violence, increased gang violence, the controlling of humans to attack each other, to sow confusion, chaos, and then do coordinated strikes where they can to disrupt our power. The goal of them is to uproot us from DC so that they can control DC. They control Maryland, and Baltimore is the seat of their power. We control all of Virginia and Washington, D.C., so a little island almost into the Maryland area. So we are surrounded, kind of a peninsula surrounded on three sides by our enemy. We have a lot of allies, and we're forced into making deals across supernatural lines. I will tell you up front that we are not the only supernaturals. You do not only have to worry about us kindred or vampires, common vernacular. Other things, powerful things, exist in the shadows of this world. We are in open warfare with the Sabbat, but we're also in open warfare with the lupines, or what you might know as werewolves. We have an understanding with powerful human magic users known as mages that follow a specific ideology centered around technology. They control a lot of DC as well, and in particular, they control the metro system. I'm bringing this up openly because this is an incredibly important sticking point. The Metro are completely controlled by the technocracy. There is to be no supernatural usage of your abilities, and no supernatural combat that is going to be allowed by myself or them. Severely punishable. So don't do it. That includes if you're following a mass murdering Sabbat bishop that's running into, my equivalent, gets on that metro, and you're on that metro, do not do a damn thing. It is that important. I don't have any interest in trying to explain and trying to negotiate a way for your lives or your unlives. Respect it. That's all I'll say on that. Your respective clans can fill you in. He looks over to some random corner behind him. Is he on his way? Okay, good. Well, I guess while we're waiting for who will be overall in charge of you all, let's go into the formalities. You will not have me question you again. Question your existence based on your history and your background. We accept you. We understand that your circumstances, the creation of you, is beyond your will, and we offer our sympathies in the form of survival. But this will come with a cost. Rejecting this will mean that we will have to destroy you. So unfortunately, I don't leave you with much of a choice, as actually I don't have much of a choice. But I do need you to pledge yourself now, here and now, to the Camarilla and our cause. We'll fill you in on the details later. You don't have much of a choice, but you do have some choice. Just decide now, and then we'll continue.
Done.
So I approach the prince and try to give him that with my knuckles. Like, hey, what's up, prince? Like, I'm just happy to be here.
Give me an empathy and charisma check.
That's more ballsy than me trying to do it.
Trying to grip the prince's hand.
I was just more of like a tough guy, like size on.
Charisma. Okay, I did a 2.
2.
Oh boy. And no training in empathy?
Right.
Okay.
5
8.
and 8.
He looks, so at one success, he looks at you as you're kind of approaching, but he's not in fear, like there's no fear in his eyes or anything. But as you're coming up, you're like, yeah, Prince. And he kind of looks at your hand and looks at you and then kind of thinks about it and then puts his hand out questioningly and like bops it a little. And he goes, I take that as a yes.
Yes.
And
Kennedy?
you?
I'd hold my hand out to do the same thing since that's what he did.
Is this a Baltimore thing?
That's
He looks over and he does the same
I'm
thing.
from Baltimore.
I reach
They're
in my
from
coat.
DC.
Would you like to try my special blend of herbs and spices?
Thank you. I have a very strict diet being a venture. We are only allowed to eat certain things. That is our clan weakness.
It's human. It's human fingers. It's
what's-
finger looking good.
I thought that
There's no
was
garlic.
It's not that
Well, of course, your sire would just leave you here.
I thought that was
I'm
spam.
good, thank you. Pass.
Gonna reach into the other
Are you
pocket
a
and grab
pounder
a.
too, or what is this?
No, I'm trying to hand him mashed potatoes and gravy out of the other pocket.
I'm good. I can't digest that. Neither can you. I recommend you not eat it either. All right.
They're sitting there eating.
Well, anyone that feels comfortable, we're gonna go through our traditions, and I'd just like you to read for the group so that they understand what it is that you are and what we live by. So I don't care who does it. And he hands this really elegant, it's like a full-on scroll. And it's clearly written in a dark brown color, which is clearly
Probably
blood. And he says, please.
See something
These are the
take over me.
rules. These are the rules.
The first tradition, the masquerade. Thou shalt not reveal thy true nature to those not of the blood. Doing such shall renounce the claims of thy claims of blood. The second tradition, The domain. The domain is thine own concern. All others owe thee respect while in it. None may challenge thy word while in thy domain. The third tradition. The progeny. Thou shalt only sire another with the permission of thine elder. If thou createst another without thine elder's leave, both thou and thy progeny shall be slain. The fourth tradition, the accounting. Those thou create are thine own children until thy progeny shall be released. Thou shalt commend them in all things. Their sins are thine to endure. The fifth tradition!
I will take lead on this. The fifth tradition.
Oh, you're fine. He's doing this stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I was waiting for someone to try to talk so I could just cut them off before they could ask the question.
The fifth tradition is hospitality. Honor one another's domain. When thou comes to a foreign city, thou shalt present thyself to the one who roofs them.
Yes.
Without the
The
word
prince.
of acceptance, thou art nothing. The sixth tradition, destruction. Thou art forbidden to destroy another of thy kind. The right of destruction belongeth only to thine elder. Only the elders among thee shall call the blood hunt.
All right, that's it. So, we have these traditions in place to protect our kind. Understand that just as we have our powers, other supernaturals and even mundanes have powers of their own. Humans have a very alive and powerful Inquisition, as well as mages, as I just described, one faction that controls the metro system, as well as the records. We have to play within the world that we are bound. These rules have been around since I have been around for hundreds of years, and they've served us well, and they will serve you well. By presenting yourself here today, I am allowing you in my city to operate in the full capacity of the Camarilla. Understand, though, as I said before, that we are in active warfare and open warfare with Zabat, hence why your unfortunate creation has taken place. That means that you may engage them in combat, and you may attempt to capture them. And if you end up draining them and doing what we call diablerie, you will not be punished. But I will charge you that if you end up capturing them and providing them to me, that will grant you great boons beyond just their blood and their knowledge of disciplines.
I already have a great spoon.
Boon.
Right.
Right. Boon. The adults are talking.
Apologies.
So you want captured Sabats?
Yes.
Dead or alive? Well, I guess. dead.
Alive.
Are they
Well,
alive?
you'll find
I
that
mean-
you...
Undead?
They're
I'm
walking
assuming
around.
you all are very recently created and don't understand how resilient us vampires actually are under most circumstances. Gunshots generally are going to be no problem. Generally, knives, even swords aren't too much of a problem as long as you avoid getting hit in the head. Fire and sunlight, I'm sure that's the first thing we always tell everyone that's created, that they are the true banes of our existence. But You are tough, and much tougher than you believe you are. You'll learn that in time. Your human flesh is gone, supplanted by undead toughness that focuses on your blood use. When we are able to get vampires unconscious, damage that would make a regular mortal dead many times over just sends you into a nap. But a napping person is easy to capture. So, just throwing that out there. I myself use captors as gifts to those that are loyal to the Camarilla cause here in my city. It is our way of utilizing the lower generation so I can prioritize and properly align the generations to maximize our power gain and not waste any blood on someone that's too far difference between generations. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Your Highness, what clan do you belong to?
I am Ventru.
What's that?
Well, normally we are the leaders and politicians of the vampire world. Vampire world. Now, Cavians in DC specifically control the human political realm. We control the vampire political realm. You serve us, frankly.
My name's not Franklin. It's Archimedes.
Archimedes, yes. I did hear that. All right. It seems our new charge has arrived. Goes back, does a little buzzer. Let him in as he comes out of the elevator. Yes, sir. You hear a female voice say on the other end. Well, you have your sires, of course, but I'm going to have another vampire that's going to be in charge of you and your adherence to our cause, in charge of your learning. And you two are going to be in particularly in a good spot with this. It happens to be your primogen, which means a primogen is a leader of the clan within a given city. So the Bruja primogen is coming. And sure enough, the doors swing open. You guys hear that loud, swing of those big oaken doors. And you guys see a very small stature guy. He seems to also be nicely dressed in what appears to be a blue suit. And he comes in with kind of dark blue pinstripe slacks. And he steps in, very small, also very angular, kind of built like a box, actually. He's very kind of like boxy in many ways. But what strikes you is, he could almost be a little person. He's he's like 4'10".
I love little
And he
people.
comes out, and he has kind of this really buzz cut look to him, and he comes in, bows. Prince, you have summoned me. What do you need of the Bruja clan? As he's coming in, he looks at all of you guys, and he's kind of like thinking about this, and he looks up and kind of like narrows his gaze on the prince. The prince, you can see with his like smile, tilts his head. Yes, this is Michael Aurelius, the primogen of the Bruja clan. It is a pleasure to have you, my old friend, he says. You guys can give me empathy and perception roll. Difficulty will be 6. Unless you are not trained in it.
What
if you're not
for what
trained,
now?
perception and empathy.
Ooh, okay.
You said
So I
5?
If
roll-
you are not trained in it in either side, which you will be in one side, if you're not trained in it, you add 2 to the difficulty, so it becomes 8.
5, 6, 7.
If you're not trained in what?
7
Yeah.
successes.
No.
Difficulty 6.
2.
2. Okay.
You said empathy and perception.
So my perception's 4 and my empathy's 3, so I'd roll 7
7
dice.
dice,
I
and
have no
difficulty of
empathy.
each dice is 6.
I have
So-
no empathy, so.
So yours is difficulty 8. So just perception.
8,
8,
9.
8.
Oh my god.
Dang.
8, 9, 8.
4,
How the
8,
heck are
9,
you
3,
doing
2, 5, 6.
How many of those are over 6? That's all I
Over
care.
6.
Over 6.
2.
6
Oh,
are over
I
2.
have 1 over 6.
Oh,
Okay.
6 or
I have
over?
6 though.
Yes.
I have 6.
All 3 of my
All
3.
three.
If means can be. Yeah.
Is that a botch?
He got 7.
1 and a 7.
A 1 and a 7, so 0. You can only botch it if you don't have any successes.
But that would be none,
My
right?
difficulty is 8 because
Oh, because you got trained.
because
So you do botch it.
I only have perception.
Unfortunately,
wait
in
a
this
second.
sort of the scenario, you're just like looking at it and you just read it completely wrong. So I will tell you what you read.
Wait, hang- before you do that, because I may end up reading it the same way as him. I have 3 perception and no empathy. I have
Difficulty
a-
8.
Yeah, so I had the same thing.
I know I have a 1, a 7, and a 6, so I have
So
nothing.
you are also a botch. So you two both, and you're both you're
Okay.
both the Brujas. You both are looking at them, and you're like, oh, these guys are like best buddies.
That's funny.
Like you can tell, like they go way back. You don't know how, maybe centuries. You don't know. Those of you who got 2 or under, just something seems off about the relationship, or maybe it's just sort of maybe this is how that is between them, because you saw the Malkavian Primogen came in and was very short and kind of in and out, and that, so I'm just not sure. Those with 3 or more successes, there's definitely you feel like uncomfortable. There's an enmity,
Ooh, fun.
an actual enmity in the interaction here that you immediately pick up on, and just the glare, the look at it, and you see the one is the prince, and so obviously he holds the political power. The other one's a primogen and technically under, but he's over all Bruja in the city. And so you get this weird, like, major tension going on between the two. All right, so Michael Aurelius, for his part, he kind of bows, and the last coterie had been under my direct view, and I believe I'm still in charge of them and all of their misgivings. Yes? Yes, but well, we have kind of a special circumstance, and I would like you to take responsibility for these people as well. Surely that's not beyond your capabilities as a primogen in one of the largest cities in the United States, yes? Marcus Aurelius looks. Of course, my prince, as you need. Well, we have a particularly interesting situation. You see, we have a new coterie that's looks like it's in development. It's actually quite exciting, it says. But we have these 3 who are kind of, traditionally created, and definitely, Malkavian and Tremere and Gangrel. And then we have these 3. And the reason why I'm calling you, actually, 2 of them are Bruja. And Michael looks at it. I'm not familiar with anyone that was supposed to be created that matched their descriptions. Yes. Yes. Well, we found them. They were part of the coordinated effort on the attack on DC and the Elysium. The very one that killed my brother. 2 of them are Bruja, and so the other one's a Malkavian. But I would like you to take them under your exceptionally ancient wings and guide them all in the proper ways to serve their prince and the Camarilla. I'm sure this will be no problem, but I will remind you that any issues that any toes that they stick out of line, you will be punished first, as is customary. But, what can I say? It's just the way these things work, yes? Michael looks over. Yes, my prince, of course. I'll take them under my wing, and we'll figure this out. Excellent. Well, I had them read the traditions, so they're well familiar with that, and I think their sires and their representatives have been filling them in on general, so I'll let you take it from here. So I thank you all for your time and manners, and I can see there's some fight in you, and I appreciate that, and I think that is what we need for the future. So I will let you off and let you know that we are going to gift you a haven. You will have a room within the Watergate. See the receptionist outside to get your keys. We will stock it with blood bags on occasion, depending on the status and roles that you play, and increasing responsibility that you take. If you decide to do so, the perks will become greater and greater. But we'll give you the basic bare bones for now. So with that, welcome to the Camarilla. Welcome to DC. Welcome to Vampire Hood. Dismissed. Turns around and walks up the stairs. Sits down, and you see he opens up a folder, starts reading. And as you guys, Art comes up, kind of ushers you out. And you don't have anybody there to usher you out, so you can technically stay if you wanted. But yeah, you see Darren. It's like, it's time. It's time.
About time.
And you see he kind of looks up. He's like, Mr. Aurelius, General, he says. Darren, pleasure to see you, he says. He's kind of looking back, just this long glance back at the prince, and then follows you guys out. And as you guys come out...
so now that those nerds are gone, what do you actually need me to do?
How interesting. I'd like you to keep an eye on things. Report back anything that you see that seems out of place for some way someone should be acting as a Camarilla.
Did you hear that, Eliza? Make sure you keep an eye on them. At least 2 toaster slots at all times.
He opens up a drawer and takes out a little flip phone, puts it on the desk. That will go directly to me. Should you have any information that is directly contradictory to what I may be hearing from anyone within my ranks.
I can contradict you all the time if that's what you want.
If you wish to die, then that is a good way to go. If you don't, then I wouldn't recommend it.
Fair.
And
I
don't
can hear
call
all
me
this,
for
Right.
stupid shit.
Can I hear what they're what y'all
That
talking
heavy
about?
oaken doors block.
Oh.
Even though they
By
lock
design,
it.
like
Oh.
I'm talking like these things are like half a foot thick and designed to be absorbing.
So we can't hear any of
For
this.
exactly that reason. And the receptionist appears to be a Toreador, probably also has aspects. So, doesn't want everybody listening in on the details. That will go directly to me. So if you're offering yourself and you see anything, not that I suspect anyone of being traitors,
No.
but if you do see something that seems out or that's going directly against what I am directing, or one of my sheriff or otherwise my hounds are directing, then let me know.
Will do.
All right. You are also dismissed. Join them. Good luck. Goes back burying his head in the folders. All right, yeah. So you guys are all out there, and the receptionist, kind of a older, thin, very very gaunt-looking lady. She comes up and slams down a couple of keys, all with like a little room tag, and motions for you guys there, and she's like signing one each to your names, and you guys all have a shared room.
Yeah, sure.
Just, yeah, 6 keys to the same room.
There's 2 Malkavians in here.
Can I
Yeah.
just sleep outside?
You can sleep wherever you want. This is just for you if you want to.
I am immediately going to go about dismantling all the smoke detectors and lights so that I can check for bugs.
Check
Is that
outlets
the only thing you're
too.
doing?
It's the Watergate Hotel.
No,
Right.
no. My question is, are you only checking for bugs, Or are you going to do something else with them? Like add something to your toaster to set something on fire?
No, bugs. Like, as in, like, listening
Listening
devices?
Well,
device.
Yeah,
Do you all
no,
have any other
understood.
questions? The lady says. And by the way, my name is Dolores DuPont. Toreador. Pleasure to meet you all. I'm the receptionist
Dee Dee.
for... Hi. Receptionist for the prince. His secretary. So if you need anything, please don't contact him directly. Go through me. And then I can set you up or let you know if you have enough priority to be set up with him.
Hey Dolores, if we get some sabbats, do we bring them to you?
You can go through your respective clans, or in this case, your sponsor.
Okay.
She looks over and you see Michael Aurelius. He nods his head in agreement. I'll write that down. Mr. Aurelius will definitely know how to deal with them, and to get them to the prince for your rewards.
I want to get some gains.
Yes. Good. Good. We could use that enthusiasm. Any other questions for me? And now you see, as you're kind of looking, you're very focused on these big doors and kind of you're very nervous, but now you're looking around, there's actually like probably 6 or so fairly pale people, 2 women and 4 men that are sitting down in the seats, as if waiting to be seen or to see the prince. Yeah. So, any other questions?
Are they also vampires?
Do you have aura sight?
I do.
You do. So if you want to do the roll, you can. But if not, then aura sight would be Auspex level 2 or higher.
Yep. Or perception.
Yep.
Oh,
Might not have it yet. That's okay.
Which were the rolls?
I
for that?
cannot
I'm
wait
sorry.
to get that one though.
So under the book, if you look under, I'll let you kind of look through, and it's not going to be on there because I don't have individual disciplines, but you
Okay.
can write it on your own. So what I would recommend is everybody take a look at the book whenever you have a moment, and just go through and write down any critical things on your cheat sheet that you may want to be able to quickly reference.
Oh shit, I didn't do it.
Can awareness and
I think it's
perception
perception.
for
I thought I had Auspex
supernatural
already.
senses?
So it would be you'd have to use Auspex. You could try and use awareness to see. But it won't tell you specifically which
Jump
one
straight
it
to it.
is.
Perception
It might
plus
just be like
empathy?
something feels off about them.
Okay.
It's about the most you're going to
Well,
get
that
from that.
gives you
Yeah,
8, 4,
Yeah, perception plus empathy.
7.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. So then you go, and however many
Does
successes
it
you
matter
get,
that he has 2 and also? Oh, that's what the. Okay.
2 just unlocks the ability at that level.
ye.
A lot of empathy that I don't have.
Same here.
It's something to
Or-
build for, right? And that's so when you get
I
more
have two.
experience, you guys will get some good experience after this. You'll definitely be able to do
Yeah,
that.
you'd think I would have intimidation, but I don't.
Oh,
It's 2 1s on that one.
Okay.
That's an
No.
8, 7, 7.
Yeah, I thought about
Yeah, that's 2
intimidation,
7s
but
and an
I
8,
took it
2
to where
2s, and
more like
a 9.
alertness.
all right.
yeah,
How many?
that
What's the
kind of
difficulty? Does it say? 8.
8.
Yeah,
It's
mine's
8.
very similar.
So you got 2 successes and
Oh,
1
no.
1.
Oh no, those were 7s.
Underground
Okay,
boxing.
cool. It was there was 1 1.
Survival
So
you got
Those were
one
both
success.
Won't let.
Because
Uh,
1 1
I
will
like
then negate
really
1 8, and then you still have a
even.
9, right?
Yes.
So let me take a look at
I
this.
don't know, I
So
was
1
going more
success
like kind of survival
won't
style.
tell you. Let's see
Yeah.
here.
I don't
Not
know
a
how to do that, I'm
intimidator.
sure.
Each success indicates how much of the subject's or the
That's real
character
life.
sees and understands.
My character's
Failure
also a
indicates blah blah
brawler,
blah.
Yeah.
A botch indicates no. Certainly they wish to make the roll. I don't care. So 1 success can distinguish only the
Oh, yeah, that
shade,
mine's
pale
it.
or bright. So the shade is actually what you're kind of curious about. So with a vampire, so all 6 of these are pale auras.
Okay.
Suggesting, so you can barely see the aura, but what you see is sort of muted and pale. So suggesting they're all vampires.
You
And
glow.
subsequently, the receptionist is also pale.
You also glowed.
Dolores. Ah, yes, of course. Weird. No.
Normal.
Normal for where you are. Yes?
I mean,
Now,
I
if you were to
shine
come
bright.
to one of our galas, I could show you weird. But perhaps someday.
Thank you for the invitation.
Anytime. Any other questions? For their part, their like heads are down and they're like looking through phones or whatever. No, other than there's 2 women and 4 men. There's no, and they're kind of sitting separate from each other. There's no, they're not like
Is there
grouped
a
up.
payphone nearby?
Payphone?
Payphone.
Probably.
What year
Can we
is
just
this?
get out of here already?
2020.
Oh, okay. I
Not
think
very
the
many.
last place I saw a payphone was Hawaii.
Somewhere in some museum, maybe.
Here's some cash. I'll pay you for your phone.
You need my desk phone. She has like a wired-in phone.
Yes, if you don't mind.
You don't have to. Who are you calling?
Does it matter?
Yes.
Do you need
It's a
banana?
private conversation.
I would recommend all these are going to be recorded lines.
Fucking what?
That includes
I'll just go to
your
my room.
rooms. You hear Michael say behind you guys. All lines in the Watergate are recorded. Just to let you know.
So no privacy.
I wouldn't expect it here.
Of course.
It's one way that the
Big brother.
prince likes to keep tabs on everyone that's new and upcoming or that are in his favor. So,
So everyone.
why don't you follow me, and I'll have a much more in-depth conversation that I'm sure you're starving for information, and we can just do this round robin as much as you guys want, and then I have a task for you actually, but we can get into that.
Sure.
First, follow me. We're not going to bother with your room unless there's something you want to drop off in your room or you want to check that out. But you can check that out later. Come with me. And so he leads you into the elevator, hop, sets it for the, for the 1 star. You guys go down, out into the lobby, and you see the 1 guard that's out there, and then the 2 guards that are outside with their weapons, and he walks outside, and the rain's pretty much picked up at this point, so it's a full-on deluge outside. And he looks over there, and he just looks at it, kind of sighs, shakes his head, kind of like, I think he mutters under his, for you guys with Auspex. He's like, of course, why not? And then he just walks out into the rain. And you see another car that's waiting for him. This one looks like it's a Ferrari. And he goes in, and all of your other cars are kind of waiting. And he motions to, Samantha and Greg and Arthur and all them, and says, y'all just follow me. And they say, yes, sir.
How do I get a car like the Primogen?
Listen, I'm gonna just
Resources.
whisper to Darren, like, can we keep
You
up
see
with
Greg
him?
say.
Right.
So he takes you guys on a drive. You guys are all going in your respective cars.
What is he in?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Because he was in the limo.
I gotta
Yeah.
get
So they're all like getting piled into their cars.
get resources.
Would y'all by chance like to ride with me and let me see. There's enough space.
Did you not take the
He
limousine?
gets gone.
You can ride with us.
Where's my car?
Me and Darren get him
You
locked
should-
in
There's
We just go. Like, not dealing with it.
Well, Eliza, I guess we're walking.
You can ride with us.
Oh, thank you.
So the Lincoln, he comes up and opens the door, the Tremere, and lets you go and sit in the back.
You gotta hold your chicken.
Arthur's driving.
No, the chicken's on his
Holding the
shoulder. He's
toaster.
holding the toaster.
Yeah, he holds the toast.
All right. So you guys all take a nice little trip around through DC, and then eventually you guys park right in front of the DC Metro Police Station. And there's, even at this hour, people coming in and out of the front on these massive stone building. and with the stone steps, and you see the Ferrari pulls right up, right in the front, and opens it up, the door, and he just walks around, and he looks over at you guys, and he's just standing in the rain, his 4'10" stature, and then he walks in. He is very, very short, but again, he looks like he's like muscular or something. You're not sure. Very athletic build, despite being tiny to our standards. So you guys all kind of exit, and he takes you into the precinct. You guys are all kind of walking around. There's a whole bunch of activity going around, and it looks like some people at desks, and they're all talking. And in the back, there's this series of stairwells that go up, and this big kind of marble-looking stairwell. And you guys kind of go up the stairwell, and across there's a bank of glass offices and some more desks, and you see a couple of like descripts of like a homicide. There looks like there's a couple of other, grand theft, blah blah blah, and sort of detective sides. And then in the back where I said homicide is where he's walking towards. And he goes in there, and you see a fairly built black lady who is in a DC Metro uniform, and she has the two, the ranking system lieutenant, and you see Marcus walks in, and she stands up at attention and looks up at you guys as you guys all kind of pile into this sort of glass environment, and he looks at her, kind of nods, and she goes over and a button underneath the desk, and blinds come down automatically across the glass in all directions, basically effectively sealing the room. And then behind you the door closes, and you hear a as a lock latches. And then you see for his part, Michael kind of just breathes out a little bit and lifts off some water, and looks at you guys, and kind of shakes his head as he's looking around, and he basically goes around and shakes each of your hands and introduces himself to you as a group, but then asks for each of your names. So you didn't even get their names. But clearly he wanted to get out of there. For those of you that rolled 3 or more successes, he wanted to just get out. You guys are like, with the botches, you guys are like, no, this is great. Yeah, they're all simpatico. So they like have this like mental thing. They know each other so well.
They're so in sync that we're ready to get down to work.
Just ready to go.
Let's go
right away. But he kind of takes a breath, and after he introduces himself, and then he looks over to the lieutenant. And he goes, "This is Lieutenant Tabitha Hill. She is homicide." So you probably already figured out that vampires have all of the major components of society covered, particularly from a night shift standpoint at the very least. The police department is no different. The Bruja control the police departments, all law enforcement within the city. They also control all the major gangs. So we do that because if you can control both sides, you can manipulate it one way or another in your favor, in general. Now that doesn't help us for when Sabat do their nasty incursions and start wars by importing other gangs from other parts into our cities and cause attacks, which is what we've been dealing with lately. But Miss Tabitha here is she's a hound. So the way we are set up is Reggie Wilkins is the sheriff. So he is like the head law enforcement entity within our wonderful city of DC. He reports directly to the prince. He bypasses me generally, unless it's specifically a clan matter. So don't bother him.
What was his name?
Reggie Wilkins. Goes by another name, but you just call him Officer Wilkins. He is the sheriff, Sheriff Wilkins. You might meet him later. Tabitha Hill is a hound. Hounds work for the sheriff. they're the next in line down. Think of them like lieutenants. They're sort of in charge overall and making things happen. Whereas the sheriff would be more of a strategist in charge of making sure the overall direction is in the way that benefits the Camarilla and the prince. I'm a Primogen. I'm in charge of Bruja. I believe you two were Bruja.
Mhm.
You will fall directly under me. I've received an email about your situation, and my condolences to you. Understand that you can go back to your lives and your occupations and whatever, but there are significant limitations associated with that. You've already been described, or it's already been described to you about the weaknesses of fire and also in particular sunlight. So any kind of day work is a no-go. We have very powerful means of making it so that no matter where you work, we can pretty much guarantee that as long as they're open at night, you will be able to take the night shift if you wish to continue to work. Now, I will recommend to you that you embrace this life early on, and then decide for yourself how much you want to dip back into your old life. I've seen it happen over 1,000 years, where people will go into their old life and it will pull you into a dark place that you do not want to be a part of. My recommendation is you embrace what you have now. Tabitha here would basically deputize all of you. You would become immediately part of the Metropolitan Police Force. Regardless of your training, it doesn't matter.
Just us two or everybody?
All of you.
Okay.
What if there's a different... Is there a different option?
To what?
Deputizing.
No, it's what would happen to you.
What if
Unless you wish to go the other direction for the street level. And that would have you involved in, right now the Crips and the Bloods have a pretty significant presence in the city. We've basically staved off a war between the two. The Latin Kings are also kind of newcomers that have come over from Baltimore, so we don't really control them.
The fuck is happening in Baltimore?
I don't know, but I don't want to go back there for sure. Screw that.
Well, you don't have to for now, but understand that we do incursions into their territory for multiple reasons.
What
And,
if we already have a record and not usually come into places like this unless in handcuffs?
We can expunge all of that.
What if we have a record for working with places that are above this?
Working with places above this. Or what are you talking
How do you
about?
remember that? I thought you don't know your
Are you a
background.
part of like an Archon? Do you even know what an Archon is?
Me personally, I don't know what you just
Oh no,
said.
well your character doesn't either.
Okay,
And
cool.
he says that, but
Okay.
but he's looking at you. And he's like, "Nope, that's not it."
That's not it.
Who? Spit it out. What? What are you talking
I
about?
do contract work with the CIA.
Oh, human side.
Yeah.
Ah, I don't know. Can you do nighttime consulting?
I mean, most of
Contract
it's nighttime, yeah.
I'm a city
I
level
imagine that.
politician.
You can keep all of those contacts and you can keep doing what you need to do. The problem that we'll run into is that sometimes you having a badge will get you out of human issues a lot more readily than we would otherwise have you be able to get out of if you were just a contractor for the CIA operating in the United States.
Okay.
So I would still insist. You can throw the badge away, you can, bury the gun or whatever you want, I don't care.
Take the job.
But we're going to give it to you just in case, and if we need you to utilize it, you'll utilize
I heard free gun.
it. Issued. And
Free.
that's guns plural as needed based on the
Nice.
tag.
So Michael.
Tabitha goes, she steps forward now. She's like, all right, now, all right. Primogen, if I may, please. What the hell is going on here? she says. She like stands up and she's looking at all of you. What is this? What is happening? And he proceeds to explain what happened with the prince and basically their background, which she's pretty horrified by, and she blurts out also, and they're still here. And he goes, yeah, about that. We have to be on our best behavior because I am now in charge of their activities. And he kind of looks at her and glares at her. And she goes, ah, lucky you.
Huh.
She goes over to you guys and, well, welcome. I'll make sure they get badges immediately. Let me go deal with that. So she's like kind of like just trying to get her head about her, and she kind of storms out of the office. What?
Is there some kind of vampire section in the CA? Like if the Bruja handle all of the law enforcement? Because that was kind of the point of my question.
Yes, there most certainly is, Michael says. Well, let's talk about that later.
Okay.
I happen to have a contact with that many successes. I have a contact, but let's just crawl, walk, run here. Well, while Tabitha's gone, we have a completely secure environment where we can all speak freely. Lay it on me. What questions do you have? As he takes a seat in her seat, and then kind of lowers the seat down because his feet were almost dangling off. He's very small.
That's adorable.
Michael, so how does that work with me working in the Kendrick record side? Like, do I need to have my badge with me? Am I undercover? How does this?
Nope. Everything for you is mostly going to be overt, but for the Tremere, generally speaking, they might be in charge of altering records as needed in order to maintain the masquerade.
Okay.
So that first tradition that you guys undoubtedly read, every prince basically has new kindred read that. So, and understand that the traditions are a means to keep the populace in a certain orientation of actions, but that there are individual interpretations as far as the eye can see about how those are actually enforced. And in this city, I would suggest to you that the enforcement is much more dependent on who you are and your relationship with the sheriff and the prince. So, you getting on their good sides is advised. You leave his paranoia to those that are able to withstand it and maneuver it, like me.
Is that why we got pawned off on you?
I'll just say that you're probably more or less a punishment for me. Another coterie was actually assigned to me.
I'm nothing
in much
but a
the same way.
gift.
Of course you are, dear.
Malkavian?
I have a name.
Is it
Very-
Malky?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I would love to hear your name.
His toaster also has a name.
Of course it does.
So does the chicken.
Another
Well,
toaster
chickens
pops
I've
up
seen
and I hand it
before.
my business card.
He'll take it and looks over it. But yes, for actually, there's a sergeant here that you should talk to. Her name is it is, I gotta find it here. I have all the names. So Sabrina Williams, no relation. She's a Torador clan, and her interest in data analysis is unparalleled within our records. She works for the Bruja for the most part, but she is Torador. And her art form is actually data analysis. You might like talking with her. Alright, what other questions do you have? let's do this now. And then I will give you my numbers and how to contact me, and then we'll go from there.
Can we get trained to do better with guns?
Absolutely. That'd be a question for Tabitha. I'll make sure it happens. And we have all kinds, and you basically just get issued. So you would have to go through the standard paperwork, but you can get everything from automatics to shotguns to pistols. Batons are standard issue, as is mace and pair of handcuffs, but anything else needs to be issued out.
What about squad cars?
You'll be assigned one. You'll be assigned a van as a group. And now a coterie, which brings me to another thing. You guys need to come up with a name for your coterie.
The 18.
I don't need it. The 18.
We're in the van.
Couldn't we
I
do-
get that reference.
Is there any way
He
to
says.
switch coteries?
I would like
I
to
look
say,
at
The Malkavians.
I would like to say they could just give us a limousine and they could all be
primarily
You can
just
arrest
staring
my
at
bodyguards.
You have
staring at him as I ask the question.
you will have a van. The van can.
You're going to deputize him.
Malkavians have every right to every single asset of ours.
I brought my own badge.
But what the Malkavians should understand is that they are held to the same standards that every other clanman is.
I don't know what
Regardless
you're
of
talking
how insane you may pretend to be.
I don't know if he's pretending.
Yeah. So, okay. What would you like to do?
Can I just work for Tabitha?
You will be. Tabitha's going to be your handler. She's going to be the hound that you're going to be assigned to, and that will bring us to your first task at hand. I'm going to start you off kind of small. I'll let her brief you on the details, but it's someone that we're just interested in. You'll see. Pretty standard case of someone digging a little too far into the shadows. We need to correct the behavior. How you decide to do that is up to you. We have a lot of leeway and a lot of power at our disposal. If you end up feeding on someone and not able to stop yourself, you end up killing somebody, notify me immediately. It is not a major issue. We have ways to take care of the bodies, but we must know about it ahead of time. And we must keep it away from the day shift for the police and forensics.
Is this Michael talking?
Yes,
Okay.
Michael Aurelius.
Since we are vampires now, are we a target for Sabats? Can they tell? Are we now in danger as well?
So I would assume you're always in danger, but you're really in danger actually as a human. You'll find out that everybody's in danger. Even the strongest werewolf is in grave danger, probably more so than you all even think, and probably more so than you all are. The advantage to what you are now, being frankly as low as you are and as newly created as you are, is that you're not much of a target. You would be a target for Sabbat packs that are looking for an easy score, which is why we put newly formed vampires into coteries. Coteries being like an adventuring party or whatever. It's for protection. Protection in numbers also allows you guys to have your contacts and coterie mates.
Kind of more
That is a
durable now too.
very powerful tool that hopefully you'll be able to realize that you guys will be able to utilize each other and rely on each other in major ways that perhaps you do not foresee at this moment.
You will all die for me.
I was just
Die
back and forth like.
for me.
And he was
Really?
very targeted at you.
No.
So we have, yes, Sabbat will attempt to attack you. Werewolves will attempt to attack you if they know what you are. There are ways that supernaturals can figure out what you are. but they have to usually have specific skill sets in order to do so. Your run-of-the-mill Sabbat won't, for example, have the discipline aspects. Some will, depending on what clan, just like our clans. They will have some that can and some that can't, and they'll have their own strange abilities. But I would just say, look for opportunities to lower your generation. Look for opportunities to gain favor with the prince and the sheriff separately. And I'm going to give you guys my number, and if you need to get a hold of me, just do so for any questions whatsoever. Or if you find yourself in a bind. If I'm able to help, I will. So, any other questions? Vampire life, how this works, anything else? No? Okay. Well, he goes over to grabs a pen and he starts scribbling on numbers on a number of different, the back of Tabitha's card that she has in a little card holder on her desk, and then he hands a card to each of you. So now you have Tabitha's card on one side, and then handwritten is Michael Aurelius's number on the other, which is, yeah, an international number. There's a lot of numbers on there. Well, pleasure, good luck, and Tabitha's good people. She'll steer you straight. Just listen to her. Go to her if you need anything first. But if you're still in a bind, have other questions she can't answer, let me know.
Did
I'll
you
see what
say
I
I was gonna see the sheriff?
You can request to see the sheriff, but he's very busy right now with a number of different issues. We had
So
the
I
coterie that we were actually describing has gone missing. So we're dealing with that right now.
Missing, you say?
Yes.
Where were they last seen?
We have to figure all that out by backtracking because they did not check in with me. Even though
Where were
they're
they sent?
They were on a personal mission, from what I'm gathering.
Seems like you must have really pissed off the prince.
You have no idea.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Personal for who? Personal
Yeah,
to you
like,
or
oh,
personal
what?
to them?
To them. To them. Centered around one of their members. It's my issue. You guys focus here. That one's well above your pay grade anyway. Good luck. He stands up.
Need anything?
Does
Here's
a
my
little bit.
personal line.
Okay.
And I just hand him some fishing line.
Shoot.
Of course. All right. He goes up and he walks out, and you see Tabitha comes in, and she like talks and like stops him, and then out in the hall, and then they start talking, and she seems to be somewhat heated, and he seems to just be very calm and kind of, she's like looking down on him and like talking to him, and he's just like shrugs and then says something. And then she like kind of arches her back a little and then breathes in and looks in towards you guys. And then
Actually, I was going to
She
see
comes
if
in.
I could heighten my hearing so that I could listen to them.
she has a whole bunch of, she has like a bag, a full like satchel. She comes in and opens it up, and she pulls out a badge, a series of badges. She has a couple of nightsticks, some spray, and she issues each of you a badge and writes down the number.
Sweet.
Do we have to take the nightstick and spray?
No,
Yeah.
it's standard issue. Well, don't leave it with me. You take it,
I'll take
but
it.
you do whatever the hell you want with it. I don't care if you throw it away in the trash or what, but
I
don't
just-
throw away the badge though. The
I
badge
just
you need to
I
keep.
mean,
I'll let her take my.
All right. So, all right. Well, seems like a bunch of newbies go with Tabitha. All right, we can make this happen. We can make this happen. We do have a simple mission for you guys. Am I bothering
I
you?
can make it very complicated
Nope.
very fast.
I'm sure you can. Did you say that out loud?
A little bit.
Do we have to take him?
I'm never sure what I say out loud.
All right, quiet. Shh, she says. So, all right. And she pulls into the drawer and gets a little folder, slaps it down on the desk. So, her name is Katie Hale. Her address is found in the file. Miss Hale has taken it upon herself to dig into her sister's disappearance. Her sister, Heidi Hale, went missing, according to Katie Hale, a number of weeks ago, and has not been answering her phone. The issue is that Heidi Hale was turned and subsequently was destroyed completely, meeting the final death in the major Sabbat assault on DC. She was diablerized by Sabbat members, and she is no more. Her sister has been digging and digging and digging, which has led her to discover some things about DC, and in particular, a number of our activities and oddities, and discrepancies with data, and powerful people that never show themselves during the day and only during the night, etc., etc. She considers herself a private investigator of sorts, and Heidi, the sister that was destroyed, was an independent journalist.
Great.
The sister now has everything of Heidi's, and
This is why I use
There's evidence
fucking
left
toaster.
behind.
I believe so. And we've been engaging her online through a spoof account, and it seems like she is gearing up the nerve to release so much of what she's found to the public. Now, if this happens, it happens, but we would like to try and head this off at the pass as much as we can.
Have you
So
thought about
I need
turning
y'all
her?
to go and
That was
no.
my first thought as well.
So are we silencing her permanently?
Ah,
Just
the wonderful thing about this is I'll let you all decide that.
I think
She's-
we can turn this to our favor.
She's has a lot of information, making her dangerous. She's also smart, which could make her a
valuable.
valuable asset. So either ghouling or full turn, as you say. Although, understand we have to get full permission unless we are Gangrel. Gangrel do have open invitation at the Prince's allowance to embrace at their discretion because of their open warfare with the Lupines. Thank you for that. I wouldn't want to be facing those fucking things.
Eddie told me he don't give a shit.
Well, when you meet one, you will. She says as she kind of gets lost down
I know, I apologize. He doesn't care about me.
PTSD road.
He doesn't care about me turning people.
Oh. No, Malkavians have to follow the same rules as all others. The only ones that have the exemption are the Gangrel, and that's because of special permission because of the war. The extra fighting that they do and the extra lethal nature of their clan's duties with our people. But if that's the way we want to go, you guys can make your recommendation up through me, and we can talk with Mr. Aurelius and we can see what we can do, depending on what clan you all recommend, if this is the direction we want to go. But if you have means of getting a hold of her data, erasing it, discrediting her, hospitalizing her, threatening her to the point where she won't go any further, these sorts of things are all open. Her psych profile, so she is fragile right now. We believe she knows that her sister is permanently gone and dead, and that she will never find her, which is the truth. Once someone's diablerized, they are utterly annihilated, leaving very little more than simple dust behind.
If she's fragile, I mean, how?
What kind of residence does she have? How difficult would it be to sneak into it?
Not difficult, but she is paranoid.
Does she take baths?
She's
We
paranoid.
don't know. We haven't gone that far. Perhaps what you might be able to answer in your further investigations. Ours are just mostly from an online stalking and spoof accounts that basically are trying to prompt to engage what her actions are going to be. And it seems like she's working up to releasing, as I said. So we want to head this off.
Does she have any other nearby family
No.
contacts?
No, it seems like they were in foster. Both of them were fostered together.
I'm going
What
to
is her
see if I
profession
can.
again?
She is
Journalist.
yeah,
Or private eye.
private investigator. Yeah, private investigator. And sister was the independent
She's
journalist.
paranoid.
Now she's turned into her own little form of investigative journalist.
I will call my contacts and see what they can do for me.
You get this off my back, and this is something else, one way or another, and we'll take care of it.
Well, not
Do
me.
you have access
wouldn't be
to?
us.
You mentioned some of her accounts.
I'm good.
We have access to some of the accounts, but she has two-step verification on many, and she's pretty savvy with the security side of things online. But we do have that account, the spoof account, that has a good rapport with her. I'll give you the account details. You can use that at your discretion.
Okay.
Just try not to give it away.
Okay, so if she's paranoid, there's going to be a plan B, plan C, plan D, and a backup in case all hell breaks
I
loose.
just have a plan
Okay, that's nice. So we really
A. It
should.
seems simple case to me.
Yeah, but it's not like that for us paranoid people. There's always an exit strategy. There's always a backup plan.
And she's smart, so she's got it.
Right. So we need to know. I mean,
She lives in a townhome. For your question earlier, and the address is in the folder. You can take the folder.
If she's smart, she's got to have backups of police evidence.
right.
So breaking
We believe
in
that
to
would be
take-
accurate.
Yeah, breaking in.
That's
take
why
the
I want to
evidence.
consider like turning
So-
her, but
Yeah.
she is fragile. So I mean, how much useful can a paranoid, fragile person be?
It's like perfect for you. You're like, I'll create her. I'll turn her.
If there's a distraction downstairs, some of us could get in through the top floor to get a better view of what her stuff is going on. Like, she has two-step
Sure.
verification, but if we can get something to, like, mirror her computer or whatever.
You do whatever. I mean, it's you. She is like giving
about
you
our
carte
backup
blanche.
stuff?
You have an address.
Well, that's why
You
we
have
get
a little bit of a
into
psych
that. If we can
profile.
mirror
You have
it,
the
then we can
spoof
see what's going
account
on, then we can see
that
what her
is
backups
an
are.
IM chat style,
Okay.
and like we'll say
So
Gmail chat or
paranoid
GChat,
people,
and
They
you
might
guys
have it
have
electronically.
some
But
of
at
what
least
she
then we
said
know
and
the
some of the
electronic-
transcripts
They don't
of
have
the
analog
conversations, which
stuff.
you can read if you want.
So
It's not going to be at her house, baby.
I think the best thing, I agree with Ozzy, is that we try
Yeah.
to chart her, because if she's smart, she's got backups of all this evidence everywhere. If we wipe out her
You never
computer,
keep it all in the same
it's
location.
gonna be somewhere else. Yeah. If we get access to her accounts, that might be it, but she might have physical evidence. So turning her, I think, is our best bet.
Okay, so what would be the best
But which
plan
clan?
to turn her into?
No idea. That we're gonna have to figure out.
I mean, there is someone that works for secrets.
Hello, everyone.
I would not wish this on anyone. This would not be my first choice.
Well, the one that I'm looking at definitely would not be the choice either. The one that messes with secrets is the Nosferatu.
Oh.
I mean, that would definitely make it to where she couldn't come forward with any of it.
I mean, well,
I
she
mean,
could,
so
but
could
I
just-
mean,
I could
Killing
always
her.
use a new contact. Which, by the way, can I use my influence to have her
maybe we
watch
let it be her
and
choice.
Anything else?
That
You can
would
go
be
through
giving her a
and
lot
see
of
what
information
maybe you can
before-
tap into Secret
That would
Service
just be giving
or
her more
through the
Well, okay, so we give her a
security
choice. She
detail
chooses,
for senator.
and if it's not the right choice,
Because
then
I've
we
got,
kill her.
I've
So
got
if
3
it's
in the
not the right choice,
contacts.
then we go with my idea.
I didn't know if I could.
Which was
Maybe
to
have
just
Do you have
kill
some-
her.
influence or do you have contacts or
Burn her
both?
house down.
It's contacts and
Fuck some shit
resources.
up.
So
Yeah,
I didn't know
it's
if you, like,
plan
So
A.
the way that would work is
That's
so
all it
influence
is,
is his own
plan A.
background.
Okay.
So you have so for contacts, it would just basically you're trying to figure out information. It's not usually in the form of they're going to do something. They can keep an eye out and try and get you specific information, that
Yes.
sort of thing. So okay.
or if they know anything more particular about the person.
Do we know a little bit about Heidi's background? How did she get turned in?
So we don't have a sire for her either. She just sort of appeared in D.C. and we don't know what clan she was. We do know that she was on our side. She was devoured by the Blood Brothers when they were providing a attack while the Sabbat were attacking the old prince, who is the current prince's brother. And that's Julius Kennedy, was the old prince, and he was destroyed by an attack from the La Sombra. So this is all Tabitha speaking. Yeah, we don't know. We just heard from one of our teams that she was with them and they devoured her, and it bought the Coterie enough time to overpower and destroy most of the Blood Brothers.
Oh.
No, thank you.
How about if we don't turn her into a vampire, but keep her as an informant by going off of what's she's used to? She's fragile. She's fragile. She lost a sister, but if we help provide more insight onto why her sister is helping, her sister was helping the prince or the Camarilla, then maybe she would see that this isn't bad.
Look,
but
honey.
she's fragile.
Who's gonna watch her during the day, though?
That's true.
Look, honey. I don't care how y'all do it. Just do it. Y'all take that?
It's just some ideas.
I love your ideas. You do whatever you come to me with the recommendation on how we deal with it, and if she ends up releasing it, we'll deal with that too. We're just trying to head it off at the pass, and we're trying to give you a
I say
low
we
ball,
turn her.
low hanging fruit for you. Very few ways that you can fail this.
Yeah.
I say we suicide her.
Just
in her
don't join
bathtub.
her and release all of the information, including your blood and everything. To
Toaster.
Unalive her?
But we are open to creative solutions to this problem.
Let's just go check out her place.
I'm just
and
saying
see.
she is depressed already.
Yeah.
She's in a bad state. All it will take is a toaster, and nobody would be any the wiser.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with him.
Are you gonna leave Eliza Bathory?
Tabitha just seems really confused.
Because clearly she wouldn't.
Y'all get the hell out of my office. Get the hell out of my office. Talk about your crazy shit out there.
There's always Eliza Bathory. This is my 6th
Can you throw me one?
Gotcha.
They break after every use. I always get a new one.
So,
It's always
so
the same
this
one.
is the 6th one. So you've killed 5 people with toasters.
You know.
Where do you get these toasters from?
You just said there were
Hamilton
6.
Beach.
Hamilton Beach.
That's the worst toaster.
That's why they're cheap. I'm frying people with them, not making toast.
I wish y'all the best of luck.
Right, even fingers. Yeah.
We're gonna.
I wish me the less of luck. Do you fucking hear these people?
The
They're
less of
crazy.
luck.
You heard me.
The less of luck.
Huh.
You heard me.
She's
Yeah,
human.
yeah, I did.
We
That's
were
why I'm
human.
questioning you.
Of course she's gonna be sad. Of course she just lost her sister. I think we can reason with her.
To kill herself? Yes.
No,
Before this.
to turn her.
We need to plan
Well, I
A
will
and
go
B.
with whatever
Into
plan
a
y'all
grave.
want,
We
and then we
can't-
can default
we can't
to.
break the masquerade before she is part of the masquerade, so there's no asking her for options, really.
No, we don't have to do that. We can just get permission and just turn her.
Okay, then who do you want, like,
We're letting the prince decide that? Who turns
they're
who?
asking, she said that we need to decide who would,
Oh, well,
what plan.
They want a
Okay,
recommendation
that's the whole
from you
thing.
guys based on whatever you find out, whatever you do. That's what Tabitha
The
wants.
Tremere.
Yeah,
I'm walking
Tremere.
out.
Hey.
Because she would be perfect in our investigation.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm
See?
just walking out
Tremere.
and waiting
Okay.
downstairs.
See, this is what we need. If y'all
Yeah.
want to go
I'm
with
done
Tremere,
talking.
then let's talk to somebody about getting a Tremere sire, then.
Let's do that.
I don't know.
Well, Tremere.
Why don't you ask
The
Arthur?
only problem with Tremere, yeah.
Yes. Where's Arthur?
Speed
phone-
dial
can
on
I
your phone.
phone
He's
him?
down. He's down with all the vehicles, and
Awesome.
he seems to be
Can we phone
talking
him?
with Samantha
Can we
and
phone a friend?
Greg.
I'm grabbing
I
the
can
keys.
call
Let me know
Eddie.
when y'all are ready.
That's I've already left and went downstairs. I'm like, I'm done with this.
Senator Smith needs another, secretary.
Do we really want to make her into a Malkavian when she's already depressed?
I'm asking y'all. I don't particularly care. She's.
I think she'd be best with the Tremere.
I do too.
Then go ask Arthur.
Yeah. That's,
Okay. So yeah, he's standing out there, and he's talking with this Greg and Samantha, and they seem to be just like catching up and talking about something. They clearly know each other. And he kind of looks at you and smiles as you kind of approach.
like Arthur, we've got a very important question to ask you with your years of experience.
Yeah.
Can we brief him on what was that girl's name again? Not Heidi.
You can brief him if you want.
Katie. On Katie. Can we tell him about Katie and what our mission
Sure.
is?
As you start to brief him, he's like, "Let's go inside and talk about this a little bit more discreetly, as opposed to out in the street." So you guys go back up the big stairs and then go into the building, and kind of finds a corner, and you brief him on it.
Mhm.
Well, So interesting. Usually, as Tremere, we want to have specific skill sets and a specific knowledge base that we utilize and can mold into being effective for the clan. I don't know a lot about this person. It sounds like you don't either. Now, I had just met you, but yours was an emergency turn. I don't want to do another one because I probably used up mine for the century.
Man, for the century.
I'll tell you what, if you get more information, you go there, you find out, try and get a site profile. We can talk about all the clans, see which one's the best, and we can approach the proper clan. If it's us still, that's fine. It just won't be me. It'll have to be somebody else that would embrace her. So, not off the table, but let's get a little bit more information than what's in a folder first, and we'll talk.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then you're pulling around the van,
Let's roll.
getting the police van pulled around, little
Hey,
Metro,
what's our name? What's our
DC
group
Metro
name?
Police.
Who has the highest drive?
I have two.
Oh, good. You do have a drive. I was gonna say. So
I
if you don't,
have
you do still
one
have to make
drive.
drive checks, and it's at a +2 difficulty.
Oh wait, I don't have firearms. How are we supposed to use our firearms?
You don't,
What's difficulty?
or you just up the difficulty by 2 each
I
time
don't
you
have
use it.
firearms either. I don't have drive. I don't
Well,
have
no, you didn't get rid of your firearm. You got rid of your stick.
Yes, but I don't. No, I meant like as far as skills. I don't
Yeah.
You guys didn't get issued firearms. You guys,
Oh, cool.
so you have to go. Remember, you have to go and
Okay,
you have to go
okay.
to sign them out.
So yeah, no firearms.
So no firearms unless you have
I have 0
resources of 2 or higher, in which case you can purchase one, or say that you have one. But it's basic.
I'll keep the billy club because I
Do
do
they
have
have
the
a
melee
cattle prod?
strength ability.
They have
I
tasers.
gave her
They don't have
my
a cattle
extra-
prod, but they have tasers.
My billy
They're
club.
shooting
Did you
tasers.
give it or did I just
That
say
works.
Oh no! As soon as you said that, I just
Like shooting
Shoved it across
tasers, no
the
stun
Shooting
gun.
tasers. No
Because
stun
I'm a
gun.
raccoon
Shooting
and I
taser.
just take whatever.
You can get a
For
stun
me,
gun.
I'm
What's your
worried.
resources?
2.
Yeah, you can. We could just say you purchase one. I don't.
Cool
care.
deal.
That's fine.
I'm just not a. I'm
I mean,
not.
especially if you're like
a
trying to like murder somebody, you stun them and then you throw them in the
Mhm.
bat and you throw the toaster, whatever.
Zap zap.
Yeah, no.
That too will
It's
buy you a lot
horrifying.
of toasters.
All right. So yeah, what do you guys do? So the Metropolitan Police van pulls up and Arthur's like, well, good luck, and Greg and Samantha both also approach and they're
Okay.
they
so
give you guys their
coming with
number.
us?
We have to attend to other things. We're gonna be looking for another coterie that seems to be missing. So we gotta go see what the deal is there. And then Darren is like kind of coming up behind you and it's like, all right, well, looks like you have your own coterie. You guys decided on a name yet?
Unfortunately.
Aha. Oh, they have their uses.
So
I know what you're thinking.
before we go in, we probably need to make a plan for how we're talking to her. Like, are we gonna convince her that we're looking into her sister's death, and that's how we get
I
information?
say we
You have
show up
badges?
as grief counselors.
And you are under
and when we
homicide.
get to the acceptance level,
Because Tabitha is the lieutenant in charge of homicide, so you guys are under homicide.
Okay.
I will show up as a death counselor, as like a grieving counselor. And then by the time I get her to the stage of acceptance, she'll accept that she has to kill herself.
But also,
Things will be
there
okay.
are
I can
six
use
of us.
presence to make her remain calm.
There are 6 of us.
Well, do you have dementation? Or
Don't think it would be
I have
normal for there to
dementation.
just be 6
Yeah.
police officers.
I can raise
So there
her
probably needs to be
emotion.
2 officers, maybe
calm her
whatever
emotion.
he's doing. And then maybe we need to be doing something else. I can break into her house. I still want to break into her house.
I'm more suited for that one.
We can break into her house and get information while they've got her distracted downstairs.
We
Sure.
can make it look like a robbery gone wrong.
Again, I
I
can't
mean-
believe I'm agreeing with them.
Listen, I have.
The best way to make sure
Yeah.
it doesn't get out is to make sure
It's
that
like every
she
time he
goes on the
starts to make
ground.
sense, I was just
You'd
like,
be great with Steven. You guys would be like 2 pieces of pot. All right. Yeah. So you guys head over to the address, and eventually you pull up, and it seems like it's in, a decent part of the neighborhood. On the Virginia side. And it looks like there's a whole row of townhouses on both sides of the street.
Is there a back alley? Or is it.
There is a back street which has another row. So there's not really a back alley, and they're all divided by by fencing, like slatted fencing.
I saw some
What time is it right now?
You'd think it's probably about maybe midnight right now.
Midnight? Okay, so we have some time.
Is there
She's probably sleeping right
is
now.
there any kind of like neighborhood watch HOA crap that we could?
I mean, we have
You could give me an
badges, though.
intelligence
We
and
do have badges.
It's in a
streetwise,
townhouse,
or
right?
perception and streetwise.
Perception and streetwise.
Yeah.
I'll
So
roll
I
for
guess
that.
I've
I
got
should
4
do that
perception. No
3
streetwise.
and 2.
So then your difficulty is going to be 9. It's difficulty 7.
Perception.
I got 2 9s and
I
an 8.
got 5, 5, 5, 8, and 2.
I got
Right,
two.
and then do you have training
I have
in
both.
streetwise? So then you have 1
9.
success.
9,
You have
9.
3
And a
successes.
6. There was a 9 and
I
okay. You
have
said
one
it was
pass,
a
one-
9 for me, so it was
9.
2.
2, okay.
I have 1 pass, 1 fail, and then I got 4, 5, and 4.
I've got 3
Okay,
successes
so
and
0.
I have 3. I have 2 streetwise and 3 perception.
Okay, but you have 3 successes, right? So if you have 1, so the way that these work for rolls, if you make a 1, it's like you barely succeed, but you don't actually fully succeed. A 2 is like you're almost fully succeeding, but not quite. So you're getting a little more information. You actually usually need 3 full successes in order to succeed on something completely.
What
So-
did you guys roll for?
It was perception and streetwise, and there basically the question came up. Well, do they have are they like a paranoid? Do they have like a neighborhood watch?
Oh.
Whatever. And so with the 1s and 2s, the 1s, well, it's likely. It doesn't look like there's, you're not talking like Lamborghinis or anything in the neighborhood, but it's definitely not, super destitute either. And then for your 2s, you're like probably something. And then the 3, like you saw a neighborhood watch sign on like the street sign as you're, or on like one of the fences as you're like driving into the neighborhood. So they do have something. Yeah.
I have like 4 for like alertness, so I'll go with you guys to be the watcher, I guess. You guys
To break into the house? I'm fully gonna scale the house.
Okay. I'll be your
All right. So how are we splitting? So there's a team that's going to go to the front door, presumably.
That's what I do for the CIA.
And then there's a group that's going to be going along the side of the house and trying to scale it. Okay.
And I'm just going to go to the front door.
So who's going to the front door with the Malky?
We need at least one officer with him.
He's an officer.
He's going to go by himself?
He wants to be a grief counselor.
He wants to be
Does it matter what I am? I'll figure that out when I get there.
Do you want to leave him alone?
You guys have both Malkies doing it.
Great. That sounds like a great.
This is wonderful. I'm loving this.
I mean, she knows paranoid people, right?
Legit though. I mean, legit though. Legit.
Man.
All right. So
Anyway,
what is
so
your
do we
character
have
doing then?
permission?
Because I know we got side, or you know, stealth. What is your character want to do, Jacob?
You know, I'll go to the front too.
Go to the front. Okay. So then the
He'll
3
be
of
the
you.
muscle officer.
Okay. So I'll have a Bruja and 2 Malkies. So if the insanity doesn't get her, you can knock her out. All right, perfect.
Got it.
You guys got it. You guys got this. All right, so yeah, you guys end up. You can see it. Steps going up. Wooden steps. Everything looks fairly, nice. Has a little bit of kind of a modern feel to the architecture style. A little bit Spartan in the neighborhood, but yeah, you see like a Tesla outside or whatever, one of the early ones, and sure enough, there's looks like there's lights on upstairs. It's 2-story. Shares one of the walls with another equal unit that's probably mirrored. Those lights are off.
I'm
What do you guys want to do?
Are there
doorbell.
cameras?
Gonna ring the doorbell?
anywhere?
I am going to ring the
You
doorbell.
can give me a perception and a technology roll. I think it would be.
I'm following CIA's lead on this whole scale.
Yeah, technology is the end of the knowledges.
Perception
like-
and technology.
How
Yeah.
is your dex in athletics?
I
10,
have 4
6,
dex and 3 athletics.
10 and 6.
Are you proficient in? Are you trained in technology? So then you got 2 successes.
10, 8, 7, so 3 success.
So you see one that's up in the corner of the door, looking down, and you see the one that's there, but you also see another one that looks like it's recording from a plant that's next to the front door. All right, and so you guys all walk up, and he just ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
Do you still have the everything with you, the toaster and everything?
It's on a strap,
Yeah.
but it is behind my back.
Where's Claw?
Shoulder.
That's a
Okay.
it's not a rescue pet. What's the a service
Service
pet?
pet.
Emotional
Is it
support
emotional?
animal?
Yes, it is my
Emotional support.
chicken.
Emotional support animal. All right, and the guys that are going along
It
the
is
side.
actually a grief counseling animal.
So they're all going to the front. What are the 3 of you guys doing?
I'm
Ours are
following
sweet.
CIA's lead.
All right, how are you going to get up? You do see a second floor. It does have a balcony.
Okay.
Wait, if you're climbing in, don't you want my toaster?
Why would I need your toaster to climb in?
I mean, it's not for really climbing in, it's for what happens after.
She's gonna be downstairs with y'all.
But she has a bathtub.
A dry bathtub.
For what? Alright, y'all do you.
I'm gonna be in the van because listening.
She's like, I'm not any part of this.
I'm gonna be listening.
Oh,
for
nothing
in
to
case
do with any of
somebody
this.
calls the cops and says, "I
We
think
are
I'm
the
a-
cops.
I know, but in case the neighbors
neighbors
My
call and
phone's
say
gonna
we
ring
think
in my
that
fucking
we-
pocket.
Yeah.
We think
We have a
someone
report
is
of it.
breaking in
Yeah,
to,
there's a
you know,
weird guy with a
Yeah.
chicken and a toaster.
in case this
We think a homeless guy is harassing some of the people in our neighborhood.
Well, in case somebody catches
This is
Dahlia breaking in and calls it in,
Sure.
then I can intercept.
Sure.
Yeah.
oh,
Right.
there's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much going on here.
All right. Well, let's. So, how are you guys getting in now?
this?
Okay,
So you're gonna stay behind. Are you gonna stay outside or inside the van? Are you gonna be like out, like standing next to the van, or are you actually inside the
In
van?
the van, listening to like,
Windows
police
down?
radars.
Well, the
and-
problem is it's still raining, so it's like it's
Okay.
kind of like being
So-
pretty overwhelming with regards to your senses.
Okay, so
Like static.
I guess I can, because I have a radio, right? Do
Yeah.
I have a radio? Oh.
There is a bank of radios in there, yeah.
Okay.
There's a
so
couple of
I'll
them
just
that's
take
there
one
in
of
the center
radios
console.
With me, have it on low, and stand outside
Okay.
somewhere where I'm kind of hidden, but
Okay.
I'm still able to hear and see.
Give me an intelligence and stealth check.
So
I-
3 times
I have a retcon
5.
question.
You have a what?
I have a retcon question.
A retcon.
Could I have?
No, you can't kill his character.
No. Could I have? Before we got to the townhouse, could I
Yes.
have gone somewhere to get my bag of stuff that I use for breaking into places?
I'll just so you have it with you. You probably got it out of the. I'm fine with that.
Okay, cool.
So what am I?
Usually it's represented by resources. What is your resources?
My resources is 2.
Okay, yeah, that's fine then.
I have 2
Basic
zeros,
stuff though. You don't
5,
have like
3,
advanced hacking.
two-
and
so
any shit,
10,
'cause you
10,
only
10.
have
Oh no,
two
I'm
resources.
thinking
So you got
like
3
ropes,
tens.
like stuff
Yeah,
to
yeah,
scale
yeah,
the
like a grapple hook, that
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can have that.
Okay.
She got 3 tens.
Little suction cup.
But no like Batman grapple hook. It's just a simple like
The old Adam
Yeah, it's a
West
roll
one.
No,
Yeah, none of that.
Tucking herself out of
in and out.
sight.
simple
Yeah.
simple climbing stuff.
Stealth
Yeah.
and
Maybe a
intelligence.
harness, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah.
My favorite
She got 3
Batman.
tens.
is
3
the Adam
tens?
West.
3 tens.
Yeah, you find like the perfect place where you could get like right in between. You see like there's no car, so you're like determining there's no car in this driveway. There's cars in many of the other ones. The lights are all off. You're guessing they're not home, and they're like next door to the house they're scaling. And there's a perfect little spot that you can go. No cameras would see you approaching. No cameras would see you there, and you're well hidden, and you're also not drenched by the rain. So you find a nice spot that you can do it, and then you can monitor the radio, and you can see what they're doing. You can also see them. There looks like there's windows. All the lights are off on the bottom floor. The top floor where the lights are on in
So she's still
in
off
Katie's.
the way.
Yeah,
Do we have radios? So that we can
they didn't
communicate
grab
with
them.
each other?
There's a
Oh,
couple in there. You have
Oh
one.
shoot, we forgot to.
They're like
Quick
standing, and
brief.
he's
I've got enough
literally
voices
like
in
you
my
looked
head.
around while you're like heading towards it while they're heading towards the thing, heading towards the front door, and then these guys are like getting ready to like scale on the back, and she's grabbing her stuff and getting her line, and then hooking on the grapple and like looking up so you see the balcony, but you see her like her back's to you, like as those two are kind of looking
Ding
around
dong.
how they're gonna get in. So you gonna do it?
Ding dong.
Yeah, I would,
It'll be athletics.
well, I would like for her to go downstairs first though,
Ding
so
dong.
she doesn't hear it.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
All right,
You said I have.
it'll be dexterity plus athletics.
Okay, that's gonna be
That's
8.
for both of us, right?
Hell yeah.
Only if you want to throw it up. The climbing is strength and athletics. So the throwing of it would be dex athletics,
I'm better
and then
with
the
the
climbing.
dex. I have more dex.
So you
I
can.
have 5 decks.
Yeah, 4 dex and 3.
Well, you said you're
athletics.
holding off, right? But that's all right. All right. So you do
This is me looking at it to get
getting ready. So yeah, you guys hear the doorbell ring, and sure enough, it's a few seconds, and then you guys can
So,
see
like these two
a
cancel
female.
out. So you got 3 success.
So what's the difficulty?
6,
6.
basic.
Okay, well that's 5.
Nice.
I have.
You got
I
a
have
perfect hit, and it's quiet.
I would
So-
say I have a 10, 10, 9, 3, 3, 1, 9.
Okay, how many successes over 6 is that?
Centers.
There's
4?
There was 4, yeah, but
Well,
one.
4, but
And then a
outside of
1 that
one,
cancels
so
1.
three.
Okay, 3, which is still also. So if you throw your own, you can do it. All right, so yeah, you see someone coming down the bed. She has looks like kind of a silky nightgown, 2-piece nightgown on, and you see she's sort of like coming down the stairs. And from your position, you see she's looking over, and she appears to have a small pistol that she has kind of at her back, and you see she's like coming up and looking very odd, and she looks out like towards the windows, towards you guys. So you get me a reflexive stealth plus dexterity roll.
Shoot the chicken.
2. So 4.
Are you trained in it?
Yes, I
Okay.
have 2 for dexterity and 2 for stealth.
Okay, perfect.
So 4 then. So,
1, 4, 4, and 6.
yeah, 1 and 4.
So 0 successes. She got 1. So she kind of looks over, and like you see, like she looks like right at you, and then she continues to walk, and you see kind of looking, and it rings again, kind of one of those auto, like you press it and it rings like 3 times or whatever. So she like looks at it again, but then looks over, and it seems like she's like focusing on like where you are. She does see something, but she's not quite sure what it is, and so she kind of approaches even more cautiously.
Okay.
What do you want?
Pretty much. And so you guys all hear through the door. Who are you? It's 12:15. Who? I'm gonna call the
about our Lord and
police.
Savior Jehovah.
Oh, I'm calling the police. Get off my front porch.
I'm sorry, that was a bad attempt at humor. I apologize. I'm a grief counselor
We're with
coming from the police
homicide.
department. We're here.
Let's talk about your sister.
We found your sister's remains. What's left of them?
Okay. Give me a
Manipulation, charisma, anything.
empathy plus manipulation.
All right, empathy plus manipulation. Cool. So that is
Difficulty
6
is going
for
to
me.
be 8, actually, and because of what's been
8.
said,
I only got 5.
it's difficulty 8.
Oh.
So each die needs to get an 8 or higher.
Oh, jeez.
Come on.
Meanwhile, me and her.
9.
Not a single success. I had 3
10.
7s back to back.
I have 2.
2?
Yeah, 2 success.
I don't believe you. But get off. I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you're here. Get off my front lawn.
I have a feeling this is gonna go really bad.
right.
She's not opening the door.
Ah.
Can I use my presence on
And her voice is shaking. Her voice is shaking.
Okay.
Fine, I'm a medium and I can talk to your sister.
Oh my god. Somebody knock him out.
Just keep going downstairs no matter what. Just
I don't
keep her
believe you.
downstairs.
I'm calling the
Even
police.
if you're talking through the door.
Okay. I want to make her calm. So
How dare you use my sister? How did you know my sister? Fuck this, she says, and you hear her, like, she's starting to freak out.
Can I try and convince her I'm a medium?
You see her, like, fumbling for a phone, and you see her, like, and she has, like, the pistol in one hand, and she's, like, trying to, like
we have
dial.
badges.
And she's
Do you have a
she-
peephole?
she's walked off. She's not at the peephole anymore. She's walked off, and she's backs to it, trying to go and.
Well,
So you guys,
Stay on the balcony.
you guys are gonna climb. Give me strength and athletics checks. Difficulty is 5.
Strength
because it's
and
not
athletics.
Oh, I got 2 10s
Nice.
and a 7 and a 6. Oh wait, sorry, 2 10s and a 9.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you have 4 in any one of your abilities, rather, you get a specialty. So just keep that in mind. And if it's within your specialty, and not to say that this is it, but keep that in mind. You get your 10s count as 2 successes.
That's
not
for
one.
the
Oh,
abilities or
dang
for
it.
If you have 4 or more in
the
an ability,
attribute?
not attributes,
Yeah.
just abilities. So like if
we
you
have
roll,
Did I
End up
mess that
rolling.
last one up? Cause
you got more, and you had a 4 or higher.
So
Not total, just an individual
I got
ability.
4
You gotta have
successes.
4.
4 6, yeah, you scale it.
Yeah, because I got
Oh,
10,
I
You're
thought
like
7,
it
easy
was-
day.
yeah,
It-
10, 7, 9, 8,
So
2,
far,
2.
Oh, ability.
You get up into
points,
there.
okay.
Yeah. So you get up into there, easy. How many did you get, Chloe?
I got 2 10s and a 9.
Oh yeah, you scale it up easy
Yeah,
too.
we're both just.
You both are just like straight up CIA and whatever. You're spoofs. You're getting in there. Yeah, you guys
It's in
scale up,
training.
and yeah, like this is exactly like I remember.
It's like I train like this.
Right. So, yeah, she's dialing,
Okay, so
and then you see her go to the, her head's up to the phone, her gun's there, and she's now looking looking at the door, and she's taking position in the corner of the room, and it looks like she's kind of moving one of the heavy looking chairs, and she's kind of taking position, and she's talking like this.
Can I intercept the call?
No, you don't have any needs to do that. But no.
Could I try coercion with charisma and intimidation?
Yeah, you can shout, but if you do it that loud, other people in the community will also hear.
Can I use my
We are
dementation
here to help
to calm her down?
How does it read?
Vampire
Manipulate through
stirs his
madness?
victims' emotions, either heightening them to a fevered pitch or
Do you have any
blunting them
larceny?
until the target is completely desensitized.
Okay, cool.
The canine may not choose which motion is effective. She may only amplify or dull emotions already present in the target.
I would say in this case, you'd have to have like a full interaction with her. Right now, she's
do have
behind a
a
door,
little bit of
and
stealth.
she's actually across the entire
Right, 2
floor
in stealth.
and behind a
I got
chair.
2 in stealth,
because
but I
all
got
it
3
requires
in
is
the
me to
larceny,
talk to
so I was
her.
gonna try to open
Um,
the
I
door
got
if it's
4
still.
I got 3 in melee.
You'd have to
and
shout,
survival.
just like he has to shout, if you're gonna hope on having her hear you.
That's perfectly okay with me.
Okay,
Really
then yes, I will allow it.
Basically, like I said, I'm following your lead on this, and if things go wrong, I'm knocking her the fuck out.
That's fine. That works.
All right, so yeah, you guys are on the balcony now,
I-
and you hear some like people talking, and you hear almost shouting, and then the door is closed. There is so you're hearing that from the outside in the balcony, but you see before you a glass sliding door, but it is closed, and the lights are on. You check it, and yes, it is locked.
Okay, so I have a 3 in larceny.
Then that's what you're gonna roll. It'd be dexterity and larceny.
Dex? Dex and larceny?
Follow you.
Wow.
What's the...
Oh my
What's
god,
the
9,
DC?
9, 8, 9. Oh my
What's the-
god.
Crap.
Oh my god.
Okay,
So-
so all
Oh, wait.
3 of these are 6s. I don't know
Oh.
why you're seeing 9s. All
Because
3 of
I-
those
It
are
is.
looks like
It would be
mine.
difficulty. It'd be difficulty 8 because you don't have the super good stuff. Well, but it's. I'd say
but
7.
I have all my stuff.
Well,
7?
but yeah, you don't
Okay.
have like
If
super
If
advanced.
it's,
I would
if
say
it's
7.
7,
So
I did get...
The difficulty for this
Wait,
roll
what's that?
equals
That's
the
a 5.
victim's humanity or path rating.
Because
My
Right,
They
humanity
look
for
like
her is a
9s to
9.
me.
They
Okay.
do. They do look like that.
that's what I was like, holy shit.
I know. I was like,
I would say
damn
Like,
it,
are you sure you're not
girl.
a thief?
My charisma and
I am a
empathy, so
thief.
it's
How many
That's
successes?
the whole...
How many
Burglar.
successes, Loey? How many successes? Just one. It'll take you a while, but you kind of you're like shimmying it, and you can see it moving, and you think you can get it with enough work.
I thought you were good at this.
It's raining.
8, 9, 10, 10.
Okay. All right. Do you want
No
to
whammies.
amplify, or do you want to?
I want to drop her to where she is damn near not caring.
Okay. So you're dulling.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So and what are you saying specifically? What are you shouting?
Oh, Christ compels you.
Don't call the police. There isn't on it as you think. We'll take care of it. We're here to help.
Oh my god.
I'm a medium.
Oh my god.
I'm also a midget. And I'm running from them too. So I'm a small medium at large.
I'm gonna start walking back to the van at this point.
How loud is he? Can we hear this?
You all hear that. The whole of the The whole of the community hears that. So I need to make a couple of rolls.
Oh no.
All the lights come on now. People are waking up.
I'm just a crazy person at her door. All she hears.
Two of the nearby residences' lights come on.
Do like
Of 6.
Can I
are
convince her
they
that
on
I'm
to
a-
where me and
Alright, so you get one, I get the other.
so are they on to where like me and her will be seen like looking around? Do we
So
see
the one
lights?
that's next to you, because of what her
I
role,
guess
there's
I would
nobody
be
in the
looking.
next one. It's the one next to them. So they'd have to go out on the balcony and then look out. And if you're still on the balcony, they might see you. And then there's the one across the way that looks like they might be able to look in on the balcony as well.
Okay.
So both of them, yes. The two that look like the lights are on, as you're kind of looking behind while she's shimming the lock.
Yeah.
Wait,
She's
are
like,
we in
I
the
need
I
front
have
or the
time.
back?
I need
information
time.
for you.
What?
Are we in the front or the back?
Front.
Okay.
Well, you came up from the side, but the door's in the front.
Okay.
I can tell
It's
you
like
sliding
everything
glass
you want
doors.
to
We don't
know.
have time. There's lights coming on.
So
Hurry
it's
up.
kind of like a wraparound bank.
I'm working on it.
Well, like wraps around on like a quarter or whatever.
Just come out here so I can speak to you.
We're gonna kind of like tuck down.
Who the hell are you?
I
She says.
am a medium.
Yes, hi, 911.
I can speak to ghosts.
I have people outside my door and they're claiming that they know something about a murder and I don't trust them. I got someone immediately. I have a gun and I will kill them if they come in my house. You need to send them immediately or I will kill them to defend myself. Yes, come now. And then as you're talking, you see her, she's like, come. You know, actually, yeah, come. And then she hangs up. You come on in and I will kill you.
I asked her to come outside.
I'm not coming out,
Okay.
she says.
Y'all just gonna.
She didn't calm down any?
She calmed down immediately. She was freaking out. And then you did your thing and she's talking to the police and like almost, or at the very end of the conversation, she went kind of like super chill.
I thought she was
Riddling
still
stuff.
fumbling for the phone while we were...
No.
When I did
She
that.
she had gotten into the back and then she was calling while she was like covering the door. That's what she saw.
So
Well-
since I was out there with the radio and I heard the call, can I, since she doesn't know that she hasn't seen me there.
She saw something,
She
but
saw something.
she saw some like it looked like maybe a silhouette,
Fucked up.
but it's only one success, so she doesn't have the full success, right?
My bad.
So something was off,
Toast
but
your
it was the next door, like you're in the next door neighbor's area basically, but nobody's home and it's all dark. So
But
she
if-
saw something, but it's not like she couldn't tell what. And now she has this that's like totally absorbing her attention.
But if they call it over the radio, you can say you're reporting to it.
Exactly. Yeah, can I?
No,
Yeah.
100%. But right now the call is in to dispatch,
Okay.
so it hasn't gotten to a radio part yet.
Okay.
So, are you calling out now? Because you still have your action too, Jacob.
No, I was looking to see if I had anything I could jimmy the lock with, but I don't have locks.
Well, also, she would be watching you.
Yeah, she'll
I
shoot later.
mean,
But
I mean.
you
we're
can test
damn-
out how they said the
Yeah.
bullets don't affect you as much.
Yeah.
Find that out. How freaky would that be? I just shot him twice in the chest, and the guy's still moving.
He's
Still
What the
telling
fuck?
me he's a medium.
Yeah, he says he's a medium, and this guy's unkillable. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my god.
Poor lady, this is like a horrifying end.
Do you know who Patricia Arquette is? It's like that.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'll try for coercion since we've already woken 2 people up.
By the way, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I was
It's a
trying to get
difficulty
low
10.
and duck down on the balcony.
But you could spend a willpower to get an automatic success if you want.
I could have done that this whole time.
I could have done that for the
I would have
lock
done
picking.
that so many times ago.
You would lose willpower.
Yeah, I know.
I was saying, I could see him doing that.
Sure, I'll use
I'm letting him know because the difficulty is so high. Your difficulty wasn't actually high, but what you did made it.
It was 9.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Upstairs on the balcony, do we hear them? Like,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going on?
We're around the. They're
You have 2
under
people
us.
yelling.
They're straight under
Kind
us.
of.
I'm trying.
Yeah, he's unfortunate. He's again. Did you spend a willpower?
Yes, I did spend a willpower.
Alright. So
That's
So one
need to
fail.
roll if you spend all
So is that a 9 or a 6, Lloyd?
That's a 9.
9, 9, 8.
Field units. This is dispatch over. We have a report of a suspicious activity happening at the residence of, gives the residence of Katie's address. Where's the nearest unit? We need a unit to respond for a wellness check.
Where is she?
You hear, this is unit 5-6. I'm kind of in the area. I could definitely make it over that way. Roger that, 5-6. Please make way over there. They're saying that someone is yelling at her, and she has a weapon and is threatening to discharge the weapon on the people if they break in. Roger that. Then I'll request backup immediately as well. We're going to head to location. Going lights on.
Alright, sounds good. I'm gonna head up and...
Are you going to do anything to say anything?
Yes,
Okay.
roger that. I'm gonna report to the residents and check in on the...
Okay, so you're getting on the radio and you're saying this?
Yeah.
Roger. So are you'll be acting as backup?
It's right. And
Who is this?
it's Deputy Blood Rose.
Please use identification number.
16758.
Give me a manipulation and she has badges.
Yeah.
Badge is not necessarily what's your identifier. Usually it's by car number.
Oh, I don't know.
All right. So I will
I
say.
mean, realistically, you wouldn't know.
Is there-
You wouldn't know. You're
That's
thrown
what
into
makes
this.
sense.
You're a nurse. You have no idea. You'd be like, I watched a movie about this.
That's why it's so realistic.
It is absolutely realistic. I would say give me it'd be a larceny and manipulation
Okay, I've
roll.
got 5 for manipulation.
Subterfuge. I'm sorry, subterfuge. Give me subterfuge plus manipulation roll. This is going to be difficulty 9.
Where? Oh, so it's only 5. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Are you trained in it at all?
I have 5 for manipulation and then nothing for.
So you're not trained in
Yeah,
it, so
no.
it's difficulty 10.
Gosh. What do I have? 2, 5, 4, 10, and 7.
You got a 10.
I got a 10. Right? The
Yes.
zeros? Yes.
Okay. Well then that is a 10. Roger appears
Wait, hang on. She had 5 in manipulation, so that counts as 2, right?
only for attributes.
Okay.
See, he said it was
So
only for
5,
the,
6,
for abilities.
Officer
Okay, I was with
He
you.
just said
Bloodrose
attribute. Yeah, he said
should
it
be
wrong.
assigned to car 1-1.
That's why
Car 1-1 is coming in support of you, 5-6. All is well. Please proceed at maximum speed. Member is still on the phone and claiming that they're trying to come in, and her voice has gotten very calm, and the dispatch feels that there is going to be an altercation if we do not come. Roger, 5-6, we're moving into position now. We'll be there in 1 minute. Car 1-1, please follow suit, and you hear coming in. We are here. We're gonna be coming in. Please link up with us, and you'll meet us in the street, and we'll take care of this when we're there.
Yeah.
Over. And
Fire 1-1.
How long
Copies
does
off.
it take that long to get the door open?
no, so 1 success though is a slow process for you, but constant, and you are able to kind of shimmy it open, and it does
We
open.
get the fuck in the house.
All right. So you do need to give me stealth checks and dexterity. So stealth and dexterity. Difficulty will be 7 because it is wooden floors.
I'm gonna
So
start
if you're
running
going, are you
away.
going to go in? No, you're not going in.
I'm in the front.
You're going to go in.
Yeah.
You're
I
going.
hear
You have
the
to do
wee-woo
the same
wagons
roll.
and run.
You said 7?
Stealth
7.
and dexterity.
Stealth and dexterity, or dexterity and stealth.
Okay,
Difficulty
that's
7.
fine.
All right. And then while they're doing that, so you 3, you did your 1-10 roll, and so what did you want
Oh,
that
what's
to
the
be
difficulty?
like? How did
7.
you want to like? So you're yelling, and you wanted to you want to be like, open the door. We are the police.
It canceled out.
Oh, you had a 1.
Yeah, he had a 1.
Oh, so then yeah, you're just
I
yelling
had
at
a
her.
0. Yeah.
Yeah. Then she says, "I don't think I will." She says very calmly, "I will kill you if you come in."
Well, let's just knock the door down.
You can. All right.
We got a 4 and a 3.
Yeah, I got 3 success.
All right, so you guys are able to sneak through, and indeed, she does have a tub.
Is
The
it
tub
full?
is not full. It does look like she was gearing up for bed, and she, you just see as you're kind of walking through, one of the side rooms has a whole bunch of stuff. You just see it like kind of opened a little bit, like the door is just slightly ajar, and you see tons of papers everywhere along the walls and different things. It looks like string and whatnot all in there, but it's dark, so it's kind of hard to see specifics.
Beautiful mind.
I have a 3 in investigation.
Yeah.
Do I know if there's anything hidden that isn't just right here?
You can give me a perception and investigation. What would you like to do? She's like taking a step. She's like stopping, and she's sort of looking around now.
Okay.
And you hear the stuff downstairs, all the stuff I've said.
I want to go into the room and look around.
Which room? The one with
The
all
one
the
with strings
papers?
and all the weird
All right.
shit.
So you open the door. It does creak a bit. Okay. And you don't know. There's no change from downstairs. But you open it up. Lights are off, but you do see a whole series of photos. And it looks like there's some folders on the ground that are open and empty, and then a series of papers on the floor that are all kind of arranged, kind of in like a half circle, and a lot of, like I said, some like push pins with some lines, and some pictures of people, and then it has a series of like question marks. It looks like there's some pictures of some buildings, and that's about what you see for now.
I got 2 10s and a 9 to see if there's anything hidden.
Jesus, you're rolling. There's a loaded dice over there. All right, so she's yeah.
I felt like yours are loaded against me.
I
There
haven't
is-
touched any of these dice since
You're
pre-COVID.
So they've been itching to get out.
Like-
They're like,
like,
roll
I
me!
pulled these out
I will
of dice
kick
I don't
something's
even
ass.
use.
So yeah, you are basically looking around. You see, it looks like there's a magazine underneath the pillow, like a gun magazine. So perhaps a gun under the pillow, and then you see. Let's see here. It looks like the nightstand has a drawer that is slightly ajar. It looks like it has a cord that's coming from there, and it looks almost like a little button or something underneath that. That's in like underneath the nightstands. So you're not sure what the hell that is, but it's going somewhere. You're not sure. And then you see that she has a TV that's wall mounted, but everything's been ripped out, and it looks like she's destroyed the camera, so it's all scratched up, and actually like she took something to the camera. And she does have a laptop in the same situation. She has the camera, and looks like the speaker system has been purposefully damaged.
Is there anywhere in the weird room that I could hide?
It's a completely empty room except for all the crap in it.
There's no, like,
So if they turn on the
closets
light,
or anything?
you would use like the door to hide.
Is there any like closet or anything to?
Yeah, there's a closet. I'll say there's a closet, but it's open and there's shit in there too. But there is a
Like
closet.
how much shit?
Looks like a couple boxes.
Listen, if she comes up here, just punch her, like knock her out. It's fine.
We're worried about the cops coming
I'm
up, and
thinking
we'll have
about
to deal with the cops.
we're
too.
cops.
Are we?
Are we?
Listen, the door is open. As soon as you hear somebody, you can run back out the window.
That's true.
Or you could open a window on the other side of the house.
True.
Alright.
I'm wondering what this button is.
What button?
It's a button. I have to press it.
Let me show you this button that I found.
She shows you a button.
I'm gonna follow the cord and see where it leads.
It goes into the wall. It looks like it's been crudely bored out. It looks like it
Panic
goes.
button.
Kinda looks
Is
something
there,
like that.
Like a closet or something leading anywhere to here.
Is
Looks like it goes into a closet.
for my spy stuff?
Yeah.
Could I know anything? I have technology and I have, I guess, intelligence. Would I know if it's anything like?
It's a
Security
panic button of
related?
some kind. You don't know what it does.
Is this to like send stuff out, or is this to like a panic room opens up
I
or
don't know.
closes up?
Right.
You have the technology background.
I have one technology.
I have technology.
All of a sudden, the house is doused in holy water
All right,
and fucking
so-
garlic, and then
Yeah.
lit on
So,
fire.
what are we doing?
All right, yeah, the three of you in the front. Are you going to break in the door? He doesn't seem to be responding anymore
I'm
to any
not
of your.
What's
breaking
this?
in.
What's this? 3 of us at the front. The second that fucking cop call went awry, I went booking it. Once I heard the
Of course you
sirens,
did.
Okay, so
I
now-
left that
so
to
now
be
you'll
up to
have
the
make
the
it
inside
check.
team.
I want to check the door that we're talking about. See if I can like open whatever to wherever this cord is
I
going.
mean,
Okay.
I can try again to pick it.
So it looks like the button goes to a room that appears to be so it was like a walk-in closet. In the back of the closet, it looks like it's to a computer setup, and it has like a full computer setup, and you see like a repeater in there.
This is like your level stuff.
Actually, you know what? Can I look for a gas line to her house?
Unless I'm just smashing it.
Gas line.
Yeah.
Destroying.
It's
is
along the
it
side of the
gonna
building.
I
There's the
smashed.
gas.
But see, that's
I
just it. Destroying it doesn't mean that won't set it off as well.
No, that's the point.
So you want it to set off.
Mm-hmm.
You want the information to go out there. Oh, I
No,
see.
no. I said
He's
set off the
talking about
gas line.
gas line. We were
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about something in
I'm
the
sorry.
house.
Set off the gas line, and goodbye all of our problems.
No, because it could be triggered to send out the information.
That's
What do you think you can do with this?
Can you disarm the button?
The what?
I don't know the button. Can you?
We found a computer in the back of the closet,
Yeah.
so I
No,
look
I
to
mean,
you
we
with
can
this. So,
Unplug it. I mean,
Just take it with you.
Yeah.
so we you taking it
I
and
mean,
going?
that,
We have technology and computer
It'd be
skills.
intelligence and compute and technology or computer at your
okay.
discretion, but you have to you're gonna play with it.
If you
I
physically
smashed.
take it, we can.
You're gonna smash
No,
it.
no. I'm just saying. I don't know any of that stuff. I just
Yeah.
smash.
So are you gonna try and log in or see whatever? There's no
Like the tower.
screen. There's just a tower, a keyboard, and a mouse, and then there's a repeater.
a repeater.
Mm-hmm. For Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi repeater.
I think we should unplug the computer and then press the button and see if it does anything that's not connected to the computer.
All right, so you're gonna rip it out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Said them.
You're like, Roger that,
Like,
ma'am.
all right,
Grip. Okay, so
There's computer.
yeah, here's the computer. There's no cord going into this anymore.
Yeah.
So hypothetically, if you're pressing the button, it doesn't look like it's connected to anything else. It's
Okay.
still relatively simple. It's just
Well,
Yeah.
there's no like.
you press the
secret
button,
door
and
or
it's very
stuff.
satisfying pressing the button.
I do like pressing buttons.
All right,
Okay.
so you're running. Where are you running?
He already ran.
I'm
I know,
running
where-
back
where?
to the van and
Oh, you're gonna go into the van.
yep,
Okay,
gonna
and
go
then
change clothes.
okay, you're gonna go change clothes.
Yep,
You have a change of clothes.
I assume so. I don't have a it's a police van. I got a police uniform.
Okay, so you're gonna put on a police
Yep.
uniform. Okay.
And then one of my other personalities is going to take over.
No.
God.
All right,
This is such a clusterfuck.
it is. These are the greatest kind of sessions, I will tell you. They're really fun from my perspective. All right,
Alright,
so.
what are we gonna do?
And by fun, you mean absolute misery.
You have the computer.
Because the story
I
you had planned is clearly away.
I started with whatever, and the
I don't think we
PCs
can
will
carry
take it
that
where
I
they can.
apologize.
You do not have to. It is what
But
it is,
also, I have
man.
this bag that the grab
It is what it is. There's no reason.
All right,
I
well,
don't think we there's boxes of papers.
Oh, boxes of paper. Okay.
She does have boxes in the closet. The other ones are just kind of splayed out.
I
She
do-
does have, and she has empty folders that are labeled, but you don't know what they
It's
say.
like there's shit everywhere. There's stuff on the walls. String going everywhere.
Yeah.
Not good at all.
She shit on her walls.
Fuck with the strings.
No,
I'm
listen.
down.
Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do.
I mean,
All of this stuff. Listen.
when you send your brand new team in,
Hang on.
there's gonna be and there's no adult supervision.
Hang on. I'm about to go
So,
completely
like, the
way off
intel
the
team
wall.
is sent out and they have
not that
no
smart of a
leadership
person.
whatsoever.
I'm not
You
the-
get what you get.
Hey,
I have
I'm not
a
that
plan.
smart. I'm a boxer.
I
What do you
have
want
a
to tell
plan.
me?
I'm a politician. What part of you makes you think I have a plan?
I'm following the CIA's lead.
No, you have
The
a plan
CIA.
to muck it all up.
Listen,
If
as quickly as
we
possible.
had just done the suicide, it would have been fine.
As quickly as possible, anything on display, we get into this folder, and then we pull stuff out of the boxes, random shit, and tie it to the wall, so she'll have no fucking idea what's going
I
on.
follow her
Set her
lead,
back.
so.
She's smart.
She's the
not
smart
an idiot.
one.
All right, you guys need to make me another stealth check, stealth and dexterity. Difficulty is going to be an 8 now because you are doing an awful lot of messing around with things and loud creaking and stuff, and she's going to hear that from downstairs.
Just stealth text. What
What's
did you say it was?
8.
8?
I got a 10, but I also got a 1.
So, okay.
So I got 1 success.
Okay. She's just like, no, this is what we got to do, and like she's stepping in. It's like creak, 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 shh, whatever. Who the hell's upstairs? You hear calling from downstairs in a female voice.
Bet she's got
Someone's in our house. They're upstairs now.
Our house.
That's what she says. You need to send them now. They need to be here now.
All
Let's
right.
open a back window.
I'm
I'm
in the
going to
van.
walk back up to the door,
So you're gonna
dressed
jump
in my
back.
police officer outfit,
Okay.
and I got my aviators on.
All right. Give me a streetwise plus intelligence check.
All right. Well, that's
Do you
4. I
still
have
the
0
chicken in the
streetwise.
toaster?
So it'll be difficulty 8.
All right. Perfectly fine.
So what are we doing? Just hightailing it?
10, 8, and
I think
9.
we need to.
Damn. Yeah, you get
one
your
of the
uniform up right.
Back windows
You
and
have it
crawl
like
out
buttoned
that
up
way
right
since
and
the cops are
everything
gonna be in
else.
front.
Alrighty.
Knock.
Ma'am, this is the police. We received your call about some ne'er-do-wells at your door.
Which was him.
All right. Give me a
That's my
manipulation
favorite, like, when she
and
opens the door and sees him just dressed differently. It's like,
Manipulation plus what?
Listen, he's done a lot with his hair.
give
it's
me
fine.
a
What are you talking about?
manipulation
What about my hair?
plus.
You gotta change your hair to go convince her.
Oh, yeah.
that's why I was like, are you still
give me
out of the
manipulation and
chicken the
expression.
toast?
Manipulation and expression.
Yeah.
Dope shit. So that's
Can I be
six.
with them now, or
Huh?
can I go up?
You can do
I
whatever
say
you
she
want.
can be my partner
Can I
for
just-
So
this.
you're gonna
Also
you
could
see him
just
walking
set
back now in a
fire.
uniform.
Yeah.
So you're gonna come out of the shadows and you're gonna join those.
I'm in the van. I'm in the driver's seat.
You're gonna go into
Waiting
your
on-
van.
Can you
Okay.
drive?
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
All right. What was my difficulty?
Are you trained in it?
I'm just chilling.
No.
So
What
difficulty
are
would
we
be 8.
doing? Are we just
8.
looking, or do you want to?
All right. That was 2
I love the
successes and 1
Do it
fail,
like
so
that.
1
I've
success.
got my
Okay.
bag full of grappling and larceny items.
They're
Usually that
upstairs.
doesn't go with.
But also, it's a
Fire.
woman. Maybe she has
I need to
candles.
be let in so I can go upstairs and help you, ma'am.
The police are here. You better run. And then you hear the voice coming closer to you. And then you hear unlock and unlock. Another latch. And then the door opens and she has a little like Walter PPK, like a little
Nice.
and she has her phone. She's like, the police are here. Police are. I've been told to ask you what your number is.
So we're car 11.
We are
They say car
one.
11. Oh, thank God. Okay. I hear upstairs.
All right,
They're-
show
they're
me where.
upstairs and
Where was the
moving.
last place you saw them at?
They're I didn't see them. I hear them upstairs. They're in My closet, she says.
Listen, if you can convince them she's crazy.
Do you have anywhere that you can hide?
Tell
I
her
mean,
that-
I'm trying to
Yes,
help. So,
yes.
I mean, I
And
don't
she
know.
like goes up. You see her kind of put on. She's still in her jammies, and she has like little like bunny slippers on.
She's in her jammies,
She
carrying
goes,
her
yeah.
jammy.
Basically, and she goes like past you then and out the door.
Out the outside
Yeah.
door.
Can we leave,
You see-
y'all
can we
people
lead her to
grab her,
the
please?
van?
I'm in the van.
Can we lead her to the
Oh,
van
you've
so
seen
that
her
way
outside
they
the
can talk to
van.
her?
You can do whatever. She goes.
Can we do
He's
that?
like he
I-
says.
That's a great
He
idea.
tells her to go find a safe place, and
Yeah.
she says, "Okay, they're up there." And then she's
So-
like getting out of there,
I'm
and like
gonna go
she's like
find
looking
out
up,
her-
and she's looking up at the
To-
Just put her in the van.
Exactly. y'all just
Are we
can
doing
lay in
like
that
this?
van real
Persuade
quick.
her to go to the van, and then that way we can just buy more time for them to do their thing.
While he's coming
Sure.
upstairs, I guess.
Is that
So, me and her are looking for some source of fire to just set the.
I'm going to
room
go
on
upstairs
fire.
and get the two of you.
the fire?
Hey,
is
do you
our
Car-
want to set the whole
I
spell
Car
found
up?
I was
5-6.
saying I
Car
found
5-6.
gasoline
You guys have
outside.
engaged, but you've not reported in. Oh, this is car 5-6. I'm still 30 seconds out. Car.
This is car 1-1. We
1-1.
have this handled.
Oh dear.
Car 1-1.
Looks
Car
to be.
5-6 was to take lead. You were to take backup.
We made it there before they could get here. I don't know what held them up, but we've been here. The perpetrators seem to be gone. Mostly just a woman frantically crying and waving a gun around,
hell?
but I haven't seen anything happening.
We've got it under control.
I heard what sounds like a rustle upstairs, and
You
I'm
haven't
about to
even
go check
looked at
now.
it.
I'm about to go check now. Didn't you say she went out the door?
She went out the door, and you guys
So
are
that's what
escorting
I'm
her.
Yeah.
They're
They're
escorting
escorting
her.
her.
I'm inside the building responding. I'm going upstairs to meet them. And then to
Okay.
blow the house up. My
Car
hand was off the
1-1.
button after that one.
Car 1-1. If the situation is not secured, we would ask that you wait for. If the lady is secured and the situation is not a threat to you, you need to wait for backup. Her policy.
She told us that there was people upstairs. That sounds plural. The situation needs an officer on scene, and I'm here. So I shall go and make sure everything is all right.
Negative. Car 1-1. Please wait for backup.
I'm sorry. She told me that there was a cat upstairs, and I gotta make sure it's all right.
Car
I'm sorry.
1-1. This is a different voice. Please identify yourself. What is your badge number?
Ah,
Oh, my security background is like cringing. Oh.
Car 5-6. Car 5-6, please make haste. Car 8-9, car 2-2, car 3-1, please converge on address. We have people impersonating police officers. That
you
is
got
our
no idea what
suspicion.
you're talking about?
You turned it off. You hear this, and you see her face just goes. She's like looking at you, and her
Oh,
face goes
God.
like
She's in
fucking
the van.
pale.
Oh.
And we're gonna do no. You're walking
Yeah,
out
I'm
to the
still
van,
walking her out to the van.
and
I'm like,
she is gonna be initiative
alright, can I try to persuade her, manipulate her, or
on your turn.
crack someone?
We need to do so. What it is it's
Oh,
wits
God.
plus perception,
Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
perception.
and you roll 1d6. So
Don't
this
get down
initiatives is weird. Initiative is weird.
1d6 here.
So
Are we-
initiative.
Are we all doing initiative?
Everybody can go ahead and give me. So no, because this is I'll just tell you at the end. Everybody that's not involved in the actual combat, because she's about to shoot her in the head or shoot her wherever. I'm not sure
Oh,
where.
shoot.
So the we're gonna have to do kind of an initiative if you're involved in the combat. So you probably would be.
Okay.
You two.
I'm
You.
at the van, too.
You're at the van too. So then it's gonna be the three of you.
Okay.
Or yeah.
So before perception and what
So
was
you
it?
roll. So you only roll one die. So the way it is you roll one
No,
die,
plus
and you're gonna
D6.
add the rating in perception and wits. So you're
What?
gonna, it's weird. You add perception and wits, the number of dots you have,
What are we
plus a
rolling?
d6.
You're
Plus
not
a,
rolling
Roll
plus a
that.
d10. One dice.
And one of these.
D10.
Wait,
Why
what?
is she rolling that?
This is how initiative
A
works.
D6?
This is why we're doing this. It's a little
You
weird.
just said it.
It's 1d10. 1d10, one dice. I said it. It's 1d10.
Said D6 like 4 times.
I know, because my head's there. Chill out. We have a D10 plus the plus perception and wits.
Okay, so 1d10 and then plus perception.
D6 to
Instead of
everything.
rolling.
4.
Okay,
So
what?
4 plus
Roll
your.
D10.
Roll a
Five for
D10. Just
I
roll a
did. I
D10.
just
So that's
rolled.
4, 9,
six
and
of
then
them.
what's
Yeah,
your.
roll
for
1
wits.
and then add
So
6.
9, 11.
Just
All
roll
right,
one D10.
so 15.
15. Nice. So you will actually go. You are actually beat her on that shit. She got a really good roll. 15. You got an 11. And then what did you get?
7.
A 7. A total of a 7. Okay. So Katie. All right. And so this is going to be a little weird, but follow me. You'll get it eventually, and it won't be an issue.
It's backwards, right?
It is.
Backwards.
It's declaration and then action. So it's like this pyramid. You start at the low, you go all the way up until you have the top, and then the person that gets to see what everybody's declaring, and then they decide, and then they actually execute first. So it's a little weird that way, but just follow with me. All right. So the first one though is going to be Ozzy is going to be the top initiative. And then we have 11, which is Helena. And then finally, but not least, we have Shiro.
Sir, what are you doing?
So,
I was thinking
declaration. So, Shiro, you have to declare first of what you're going to plan on doing.
Wait, does she declare?
She will declare when her initiative comes up. She will, ultimately. Because the only person that doesn't need to declare is Ozzy because she won initiative. So she has the best initiative. So she sees what everybody's declaring and then she just executes if she wants. Or she can hold her action too.
Okay.
But you need to declare what you're doing.
I'm rolling Jeddick
We're just
bad
gonna take
tonight.
her out.
Huh?
I said I'm rolling Jeddick bad tonight.
I don't know. I think we should stick with the plan and turn her.
I think we can still, I think we still have the opportunity to.
Because I'm telling you, we don't know. She's paranoid. We don't know what she has set up. They've probably already triggered something to be released. I mean, we got to be smart. Because she's smart. That's the smartest thing to do as far as I can see.
This is combat phase, right?
Hmm? Yeah, but you don't have to. You could just delay. You could say, I'm just taking defensive actions, or you can, there's a whole bunch of actions that I have down there. Those are just some examples. You could try and grab her and bite her. You could, which would be a split action. You could.
I'll do strength plus brawl for a hold.
A hold?
Yep.
Okay, so you're declaring a hold. All right. And then it is Helena. What would you like to do? Helena?
I can go by Helen, my short
Helen.
name. Helen.
I like Helena.
Helena. Let's see. So it's going to be one of these actions right here?
That could be anything that you come up with. Like you said, you want to try and convince her, hey, everything's okay.
So can I just turn my radio down and just be like, that's not, that's another separate call. That's not our. It had something to do with us.
So then yours?
Just focus on me. Let's get to the van, and I try to keep her calm, persuade her to calm.
All right, so it'll be manipulation plus subterfuge.
Okay.
Are you going to do anything else in that round, or is that what you're going to focus on? Because you can split your action, but it makes it a smaller dice pool when you do that.
I think I'm going to focus on that because I don't want to get her to lose any trust in me. So I'm going to try to.
Yeah. So she is going to shoot at you.
She's going to shoot me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh.
She is going to shoot you.
Oh, yeah.
She's not going to... I'm going to roll to see where she shoots, but I don't know if she'll shoot you in the head or not. She'll just shoot you, I think, initially. And then Ozzy, so you can tell, you're like, oh, shit. As you see, her face just go so totally flat, or totally white, but then she has this, calm demeanor about her. And almost like murderous, and she's just clack, she's and I don't believe you. Boom. So you can tell she's gonna take a shot. Mm-hmm. But he's behind. He's eyeing her up, okay, getting ready to shoot on her and grab her and try and hold her. So what would you like to do?
I'm gonna let her shoot and have him grab her, and she's gonna be okay. We're gonna all get in the back of the van, wait for these bozos, and take her in.
All right. So are you? So you're not doing? You're getting ready to drive then? Is that the deal, or?
Oh no!
She has no drive.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have no drive. Who has drive?
And me.
So you may want to grab her and bite her, but it's up to you. Remember, when you bite people, they go into a euphoric state called the kiss, and that,
that's
they go
right.
completely limp. They basically, unless they have a really good willpower, which she might, you don't know.
Okay.
Usually, you have to have like a 9 or higher willpower on a human to even have a chance at resisting it. But anyway,
Okay.
so you could try to
Do
grab
that.
and bite, but if you're just grabbing, you have
Could
to
I-
split your dice pool.
Could I charm her as well to like?
You certainly can. You can
Yeah.
activate discipline if you'd
Yeah.
like. What is so? Which discipline would you like to do, and how would you like to use it? And you can go ahead and do it because you have initiative, so
Okay,
you act
so
first.
presence, like I want
Okay.
her to be calm and just
She seems
taken,
really calm.
taken with me.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna hold her, and
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna. But
Gonna be
I am
ladies?
gonna let her do her thing. That
Okay.
she.
Let her be in awe of you.
Well, I'm also gonna let her shoot Helena.
Well, that's after you do what
Is this
you're
how you
doing.
got
Yeah, or you just delay your action
That's how
and
she
watch
got
it
great.
play. You don't have to act. You can just delay your action if you'd rather.
Yes.
Well, but I want after she
If
does
you do
her,
awe, she might
you go
she might
first.
go
You
for
go
you.
before the
Yeah,
shooting.
so she what may happen is if you do awe and it works, she may like focus on you, which may mean
Okay.
she might shoot you.
Okay, then
Or
let's
it
do
may you're gonna do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So
See
go
what
ahead and give
happens.
me the roll for awe.
it.
Or for whatever the roll, I think it's awe. For presence.
What's the aspects?
No, it's under presence.
All right, so
It's the first dot in presence, right? Because that's what you have. Already have 2.
so I just roll 1.
You should roll more than that. It should be a full dice pool. So whatever the roll is for presence, if you want to give me the book, I can get it for you really
So
quick.
your actual ability under it would say like roll this and this.
Presence.
It's not under abilities; it's under discipline.
No, in the book,
Oh,
It's
like
disciplines.
under the actual.
The discipline will
like,
tell you what
discipline.
ability or what attribute and ability it will fall off on.
I thought it would tell me here. You didn't get that far. Oh, presence
Get to life.
is
No. Going the wrong way. There we go.
no, no.
Okay, here we go. You have awe, which is the roll. The player spends a blood point, so you have to mark off a blood point, and rolls charisma plus performance, difficulty 7.
Okay. Charisma
You need 1 success.
and
Influence, all willpower rating first. Remains to be seen. 1 person, 2 people, not a lot.
difficulty. So two successes.
So technically you could awe 2 people if you wanted to. But you certainly get her.
I want to put it all on her.
Okay. So she is definitely odd. And so you kind of come up and you're like, hey, focus on me kind of thing, right? And so she's looking at you and seems pretty enamored. Whether that actually breaks her action or it just means that she won't shoot you because you got 2 successes. Yeah, not quite. So she probably won't shoot you.
Okay.
All right, so it is her turn. So she will take a shot, and she's not aiming at your head. She's just going to aim at you. It matters. I'll show you why later. But for now, it's just going to be aiming at you. So dexterity,
I'll be the first
firearms.
to experience the shot.
You will.
That's really not good because you're basically our medic.
I know. She's like,
But she's
not
durable.
physical.
I
Doesn't have
mean,
any
we're
physical stats.
vampires.
That's so cute.
So you guys hear a pow, like a she shoots. Time, where is it? Actually, it's in one of these. Can you, let's see. Can you, yeah, that one. Let's see, I think it's in there. All right, so let's see. Difficulty will be, so it hits with 3. So 3 damage plus 4 is 7. So it's going to do 7 damage.
7.
And well, I roll for 7 dice of damage, and not necessarily 7 damage. Each of these are at difficulty 6. You can soak. So because it's bashing, you get your stamina.
Okay.
So your stamina rating, and then if you had any armor, and if you have fortitude, which I don't think you have.
I don't
Fortitude
have
is a discipline.
Why is that? No, if I don't have
Okay,
that.
and then stamina is just in your case up top at
Physical
attributes.
at the top.
Yeah.
Bottom one.
There you go.
2.
So you roll 2 dice,
Okay.
and 6s or higher will soak, and I'm rolling 7 dice. 6s or higher will damage you.
I got a 10 and a 4.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you do take, let's see here, but it's bashing, so it's half. So 6 becomes 3. You soak 1, you take 2 damage. So bashing is like half damage, basically. And since they're not if you shot in the head, it's lethal damage, and then that means it's a full, like 1 for 1. There's no halving the damage.
Yeah.
But for bashing, it's half.
Being
So,
shot in the head is lethal.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but not aggravated unless it's a specific kind of round, like a UV round. They have rounds that are designed specifically to kill, like if you have like resources 5.
Or like wood bullets.
No.
Wood
So
is the
staking
word.
is a totally different mechanic.
Okay.
It doesn't kill you, it just paralyzes the vampire. But it paralyzes any vampire, and it's a way to kind of, one of the ways you can paralyze an elder.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this case, you take 2. So what you're going to do is you're going to mark off 2 little boxes in your health, and you'll see here's your health rating right there. So you're going to mark 2. So the first one's free under bruising,
Okay.
and then you're going to mark the second one, which gives you what says a -1. That means every dice pool you have is now made at a -1.
Oh.
So it's like you're starting to get damaged, and you can't move as well, or you can't do stuff.
Okay.
You're wounded. That's what that symbolizes.
So I mark
Sorry,
both of these in the bruise and the hurt.
So you just do a little X because you're going to erase and do all this stuff because you can heal bruised really easily
Okay.
with expending blood points.
X for bruise, but then mark the.
I would say just a little. You could just do like a little dash for it because X's usually signify aggravated damage.
Oh, so dash for both of them.
Yeah, just a little dash is fine.
Okay.
All right. So she shoots you, and you are now shot. But you're like, that didn't hurt as much as I thought it was going to hurt. A little bit,
I
but
was like, oh.
Ow.
I was just being
Okay.
dramatic, sorry.
yeah, you're fine. Well, I mean, your character
Being
would.
overly dramatic.
It is kind of. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, you're a nurse that just got shot, so
Yeah.
your like character would freak out, right?
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, and then you just get shot, and you're like, oh. I mean, it hurts, but and then she's like looking at you as you're not like dropping, and
Who throws a shoe?
yeah. Yeah, right, exactly. Okay, so then we have
Well, she's just shot an officer of the
Helen.
law.
Yeah,
she
that's
did.
true.
She legit just shot an officer. All right, your go.
My go?
Mm-hmm. So you declared that you're going to try and convince her. So now you've just been
Yeah.
shot. You're like, just calm down.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. So you can abort that to do a defensive action, but you have it, so you can use it. You're just doing it in -1 die
Okay.
for your wound. So it's a manipulation and subterfuge.
I just shot you
So
and you're telling me to calm down?
it's 5, yeah, because I don't have anything for sense. 10, 3, 8, 8, and 4. So
3 successes.
3 successes.
So
yeah.
she shoots you in the chest,
Okay.
and you're like, you need to calm down, ma'am. And she's like, what?
It's a mess, don't worry.
She's like, yeah, she's like,
Listen, man.
what?
Listen.
And you see like the emotion, you would see she would be like absolutely just breaking, but for some reason she's still muted. Her emotions are muted, even more so than maybe what I relate. But She's still very surprised, and then you're still like just got shot, and you're like, you need to calm down, man. Like seriously, like it's all good. You're misreading this, like however you want to say.
Yeah.
So is that what you want to kind of say? What do you want to?
Pretty
What do you
much,
want to tell
Mom,
her?
Mom.
Mom, please don't. I hate it when my mom shoots me. Just so used to this now.
Well, we just heard some childhood trauma.
I know,
I
that's
don't know
some
what we're
serious
supposed
trauma
to hear.
coming out now.
Exactly.
All right.
Poor Helen.
Yeah.
That's why you always have shrooms at work.
Shit.
Oh man. Oh, so yeah, she's gonna be like, "Ma'am," I meant to say, "Ma'am."
Yeah, fair. You went with that. You had 3 successes.
You know
They're
how
really
like
good.
when you're talking to your teacher at school and you accidentally call her mom because you're weird?
I've done that.
Legit though. I mean, you've been shot, so your character's
My
mind is
teacher
like
yelled
all over the
shot.
place.
My mind is all
Yeah, for sure.
That's why.
She just she's almost as taken back by that too.
Thought
She's
I
like,
went to
huh?
heaven, and I'm like,
Yeah. I just got shot in the chest. I should be dead.
holy shit! Did you just say good God?
What?
I don't know if this is the noise he made, but I heard him just go,
Damn.
Oh, sorry, ma'am.
It's okay. She says. She's looking at your chest.
I don't know what just happened right now.
Oh my
Are
god.
you okay?
This has been.
What have I done?
Okay, I have the vest on. Don't worry. Don't worry, I have the vest on.
Who are you?
We're good.
Who are you really?
I told you we're the cops. We responded to
What?
your call. I know you're a little freaked out right now. I would be too.
Where's the blood?
Someone broke into my
What's
house.
happening?
It's okay, ma'am. I have a vest on. Okay, I have a vest on.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just.
Her hand is shaking, even though she is muted.
Let's
This is just
put
too
the
much.
gun
Let me
down.
let me take the gun. Okay, let me take the gun. Here, hand me the
She,
gun.
you can't not. You don't have enough actions this
Oh, I
one,
don't.
and it is Shiro's turn though.
Zero. Alright. Get the gun moving.
You said grab, so or hold rather,
Yeah.
well, either one. So whatever one you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What am I looking at? Yeah, sure.
Huh?
Sorry. You're like I went there.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm upstairs
The
looking for
three of us
something to
are-
burn the house
yeah,
down.
the 3 of us are thinking about arsonating.
Everything down, burning this whole shit to the
Yeah,
ground.
so my action was to hold.
Okay. All right. So based on the rolls that you see the little cheat sheet.
Clinch or hold, strength plus brawl.
Yep. So strength plus brawl roll.
Alright, so 3, 4.
Yeah. She's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She doesn't know. Like
Okay.
she's just freaking out.
So I have 8.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm maxed out on strength.
Yeah, you are.
And then 3 brawl.
That's how I've been getting all those good dex rolls.
Alright. Got a 6, 6, 9er, 8, 9er, 9er, and a 7. What was the
How
strength?
many is that? It's difficulty 6.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So then you get a
Successes.
The 6 is 2. Jesus Christ.
6, 7 success.
Okay, you just
Jeez.
Hold the shit
you
up.
come out like behind and you just scoop her up like in a full like everything. Like she drops the gun and
You
she's still
come
like sorry,
through
sorry,
as an
sorry,
angel
sorry, and
above
like you're like
everything.
holding her and like you're like starting to contort her. You're pretty sure you could break her neck if you wanted to. But yeah, you have her, and now we're gonna go to the others. So, what are you guys? How are you guys going to deal with the room?
Well, me and her were looking for.
We were contemplating arson, but also now we've heard a gunshot from outside.
You did hear a gunshot, and now more lights are being turned on
I
outside.
mean,
We
I
need to
would
get
probably
the fuck outta
collect
here.
everything you can collect.
We don't have enough time to collect. We need to get the fuck out of here.
We really do.
The sirens are visible, or
so
audible
you're-
to all of you guys, even inside.
You're dressed as a
I
cop.
want to find.
He's downstairs.
No, he came upstairs with us.
No,
No.
he's moving there.
Okay.
He walked inside
Last
as they, because they were escorting
simultaneous.
out.
Last we said we were looking for something to light the place on fire. So
Yeah.
Okay, well then light it up, boo boo.
Yeah, there's no.
Oh, that's what I'm
unless-
doing. Is just
Bring the
did
hard
we
drive.
find
Gas.
anything?
There's no gas inside.
No,
There's
what about
no-
turpentine?
No. I'm just talking about a
no
lighter,
cleaner.
matches.
Okay,
I
fine,
will.
then I'll
So
just go-
I will roll to see what it is. So we'll roll
she
on
have a
this.
gas line?
High or low in
Oh,
your
you did say
favor.
she has a
Okay.
gas line.
Go high.
I'll just rip it from the stove.
You do not find anything.
Okay, I have.
She
I
does
have,
not seem to be a smoker. She doesn't seem to do any of that
But you
stuff.
said she has a gas line though.
No candle.
Yeah, that's going into the building, but that's the side.
I guarantee you.
So,
she'd be
but you're
there.
talking like a gas stove.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it
Yeah.
run to the stove though?
Yeah, it does run to the stove as a gas line, but you'd have to. So you're going to turn it on. Is that what you're Okay. So wait. So yeah, because we have to talk about because you were heading up to them.
Yeah.
So you're going to go up to them, and then
And
you're
we're
like,
going to-
now you're going to go head down.
We're gonna go burn the house.
So you're going to head out down to the stove.
we don't know what he's doing yet. What if we just throw it all in the bathtub and put water on it?
Oh.
Water damage instead of fire.
Sure.
Oh.
But there's too much to probably drown.
That's smarter than what I.
She,
came
like I
up
said, she had boxes of stuff in her closet.
Yeah, it looked like boxes she hadn't been able
Sure,
to
you're a
sit
big
through yet.
strong guy. You can carry the boxes, right? Throw all the other
Just throw him
paperwork.
out of the back window. No, I mean it's right in.
Toss.
Anything mechanical.
Everybody's like, what the
just,
hell? There's
you
a
know.
gunshot. You know, there's somebody like throwing boxes out. Like, what the hell kind of?
Okay, fine.
We need to get out of here now. Police are on the way. We don't have time to do all this
Okay.
kind of shit.
So
So you're departing. You guys are just getting out of Dodge.
Yeah, we should
He'll
go.
turn
I'm
on the
just-
gas line.
Take
That's
the
it.
Take the
I'm
hard
grabbing
drive.
that
we're bringing
computer.
the yeah.
You're gonna grab it.
that we had, yeah.
Okay.
And I
Whole
have
thing.
the files that she was focusing on.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
And
It's
You just,
okay.
the ones that are in the like I said in the closet are either ones she looked that didn't have anything, or they're stuff
There's-
that she hasn't gotten to yet.
There's
You're not
some
sure.
I have
microwave
max
with some
courage.
metal. You can
Yeah.
do it.
I'm going
I'm
to
just
walk
grabbing the
away
computer
coolly
and
from the
bolting.
explosion.
Well, there's no explosion. You're just turning on a gas line, and it will go off maybe, or not.
Can I not throw a match behind me on the
You
way out
have
the
a
door?
match.
Are you even gonna yell at us that you're in the house?
So here's the thing: even matches and like candle can set a vampire off. So
Yes.
generally they don't have like cigarettes. They don't like that's a total misnomer. They won't have any lighter or anything unless it's something specific that they might
Yeah,
Like-
that's why I was
Unless it
asking
was
about
already
max
in my
courage.
max courage.
Like
Doesn't matter. You still need to do it every
No,
single
that's fine.
time.
I can roll for it if I
But
have to. But
well, what I'm saying is like if you
that's okay. I got you.
So
you'd have to have it, and
we
you guys
probably
looked
can't
and
go
you
through
didn't
the front
find
door.
it.
We can
There's
burn
no
the house down, or we can just.
There's no
Just climb out of
igniter,
that
no
window.
nothing like that. It's just
At this point, we just need to get the hell out.
All right, I guess
Obviously,
we'll just
shit
get
went
out the
awry
house.
downstairs, so.
Oh,
So you're
hey, you
turning
know
on-
what?
Let's-
Turning on the gas can make her seem like she was crazy. The gas leak made
I mean-
her seem insane.
Also, she had shot a cop.
She did shoot me.
All right. So you're gonna turn it on or not?
Yep, I'll turn it on.
All right, and you guys are
We'll just
throwing. You
turn
guys
it
got the big
on.
things out,
I
and
grabbed the
you grab the
computer and
computer, and you're out. All right, so yeah, you guys go. You
No,
hear
we don't have to
you
leave
hear
this
everything
We
going.
can also go back
Um,
later
are
with
you
our
biting-
CIA operative here.
are you gonna bite her?
And really do a clean sweep.
Yeah, sure, I'll try.
Minus
chomp.
the mouth.
So we got to go and do initiative again. Well, actually, I think you keep the initiative. So we declare. So Shiro, you're gonna bite. Helena, what are you gonna do?
Am I still recovering from the shot?
You are. Yeah, I mean you can use blood to heal it if you
Oh
want.
yes, I would love to.
So you're gonna spend blood, but that's free.
Okay.
So you can still do something. So you want to try and convince her? Do you want to try and disarm her?
So
Do you want to do? What do you want to try?
What,
to
what
do?
does the kiss do? It just puts her into like a trance?
Yep.
then?
So you can try and bite her too. Yeah.
Does that turn her if we bite her?
So you have to drain her, and then you have to replace blood in her after she's fully drained in order to turn.
Oh.
How many seconds is initiative?
Usually about 6 seconds.
Okay, so just remember there's like 5 rounds left because they were 30 seconds out,
Yes.
and that's if we're being nice.
Right. And they're getting off. They're like now there's
Well,
and there's
we can-
multiple units converging
can-
on your location.
She can be in the van and we can be gone.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Well, they're still gonna know that 1-1 was on scene.
Oh, that's right. You would be. So
that's, I
you would have to stay.
behind, yeah. But then they're gonna
But-
be, where does she go?
But you've been shot, so
Yeah.
maybe the new thing is get her in the car. We all drive off. We're
It's
driving
bad
you
to
to the
get
hospital.
rolls that turn
Yeah.
somebody without.
Yes.
Elders.
Bad.
Yeah, we
Unless he does it,
can't,
but
we
he's
can't
You
Sure.
both
turn
you
anybody.
both risk getting destroyed.
Well, I think
So-
we have to stay behind because we reported to the scene.
Right.
And then
He
you guys can
drives.
Except
stop with
him.
her.
So I'm
might
in
be
the
able to
back
get
with
with it.
her.
Yeah.
He's driving.
They said something about Gangrel being able to embrace people without prior
That's
approval.
right.
But that is a specific. You don't know what the rules are. They didn't explain it other than they said that kind of nonchalantly. You don't know what any specifics are.
We also don't know if the cops that are showing up are humans or not.
Also true.
Actuals.
But I thought we just so they stay.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
stay at the scene.
Well, are we
tonight.
all together yet? Can we actually plan this out? Or
Yeah, you guys are all like, well, you guys come out and you basically can like Superman jump it down.
Oh, cool.
And as
That works
as it
so
turns
much
out,
easier.
like falling damage is like nothing to vampires because it's
So,
bashing.
quick question: could we have Superman jump it up instead of grappling?
If you have potence,
Potent.
I have 2
Potence?
potents.
potence allows you to
could've-
do feats of strength. You have no idea yet. Yeah, you're learning.
What is
Where is
potent?
Potent?
Where-
It's
So
a discipline.
it's a
Oh,
Bruja
it's a
discipline.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, no.
That's
Yeah.
why.
It's a Bruja
All right.
discipline.
So yeah, but you guys can still drop down. You're like,
Okay.
or maybe you freak out and you drop down and you realize that didn't hurt at all, and you know that you can probably do that from now on. It's not very far up though. It's just one story.
I feel like with as high as my dex is, I would do parkour. Anyway.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair.
So am I close enough to her where I can also bite her? Because
How
the
about
more bites she has, the longer she'll be
You
my
can
chance.
because he's holding her. So as long as you guys are allied, I think you can go
how
and
about this?
fight.
I'll take the stuff and they.
And
take me
Ozzy
into custody.
is now. So she looks like she's gonna try and turn the gun on you and shoot you.
You are.
No,
she's gonna-
you're coming with us.
Okay,
So she was
okay.
saying sorry, but now she's been wrapped up and she's like, what the? And so she's gonna try and shoot behind
Okay,
her.
okay.
So what would you like to do?
Wait, what? Wait,
thought
what?
she drove-
We're on initiative
Yeah.
still. Like they're deciding they're jumping out, but the reality is we're still in a combat.
Right.
So they're deciding what they're going to do for their action, and they've already kind of done all of it. So now we're going back into the combat, and we're doing declaration phase. So he's going to bite, she's going to bite, and now Katie is going to shoot him because she's trying to hold him, and you have initiative, so you could actually
Yeah.
bite her first,
All right,
and end
so
it,
I will.
or you could do something else.
Yeah, I would bite her.
She seems to like you. She's not going to shoot you.
Yeah, but I don't want
Not
her
right now.
shooting anyone else. I shouldn't
Okay.
let her shoot you. So I am gonna bite her.
Go with that.
So what do I need? What do I need to do to bite her?
All right, so their bite is in the cheat sheet, and it is dexterity plus brawl, and you add 1 dice to it, whatever that number is.
Hi, what?
What's up?
I think we should
And
jump
what?
out the back
And
window
1 dice.
and just rendezvous
Your
back with
dexterity
this
plus brawl
later.
plus 1.
Plus 1. Okay. Oh dear God, this is not gonna be good.
So what's your
Molly-
dexterity?
I'll tell you what the other group happened in their first
You
mission.
what's
It's
your
kind of
brawl?
funny.
Nothing.
And
I
then
only
plus
have
1,
idea
so you should have
that
4
the
altogether.
guy was talking about
Feel
getting
better.
into custody
I
and
thought that was my
be
knee.
the bad guy.
All right, and the
then
difficulty here is
like once they get
6.
to the precinct, they can all get covered up and fixed or whatever.
Okay.
But that way they
9, 7, 3.
For
Oh wait.
disturbance.
What was it on?
So
Oh.
if it was on
You just roll it. You have to re-roll it anyway.
Oh, okay.
But that way it's kind of
You
like
roll floor.
it closes the case. So
I like
speak.
to call it for whatever it is on the
But
floor.
also it's gonna be such a big
So yeah,
thing
it's
since
9
she's already
and
been
7.
shot.
So I
You
have
still
to-
bite, so
Okay.
you have a choice when you bite. You can either go for damage or you can go
Yeah,
for
but it's-
the kiss and blood
Lady
rain.
shot her
The
at
kiss.
paranoia
Kiss.
and-
Okay.
Yeah.
She falls limp in your arms.
But
The
see,
gun,
If we get
Yeah.
the paranoia, then there's
Yeah.
no reason to
So I
have anyone
catch her in my
house.
arms,
and that's it.
carry her to the
And
van.
we'll
We
end
can
with that.
Bring in like a clean
So you guys are able to
and
get
pop
out.
back in.
You guys all pile into the car, and you decide how you want to. If you want, you guys can talk about that now, and then we'll go and we're ending the session.
Okay, so you two stay,
Yeah.
handle the cops, and we're gonna go. Deuces.
Okay.
I'm glad you fellas could get here after all the work's been done.
All right. So we're gonna go into that later. So what happens now is we're gonna go into experience gain. So we ended the session. The page for experience, in case you're able to follow along, is 123. All right. So each chapter, which is what we just played, 1 point is automatic. Learning curve. So we're going to go around the table, and each person is going to tell me one thing that their character or they have learned about the system, and that's going to be very easy. Just pick one thing. It can be the same thing that someone else learned, and we'll kind of go around. So we'll start this time with you, and then we'll kind of switch around. But let's go Todd first.
Willpower gives me an automatic success.
Nice. Yeah, it's a solid
I did not know
mechanic.
that.
It's very important.
Okay.
I have the ability to Superman into a building.
Yeah, and out of one. Superman landing.
But the fact that I can get in it in the first place.
It can be like Who's Who. You met the prince. You did that. Like this. You guys learned a lot.
It was
a
a lot.
drinking. It was like fire hose session, and there'll be a couple of those. But eventually, everything you'll just kind of you'll know it then, and then we can just totally focus on story and everything else, and all that will be going on in the background.
Well, I learned about the tens.
The what?
The tens. And is it on attributes or abilities? Because one time
Only
you said
abilities.
attribute. Okay.
Only abilities.
That's the one I had it on, and I was like, I had it. But then you said it one time, and then he was like, no, and then she was like, he meant abilities.
So if
Yeah,
the
it's
abilities are 5, 10s count as
Is that
2.
4 or higher?
Oh,
But-
4 or higher. Okay.
So 4 or 5.
So,
But we're not
Tens
supposed
are
to have
fixed.
anything over a 3 anyway.
You
No,
were
no,
able
no.
to put in extra points at the
Yeah.
end of your
With,
like when
freebie
you're finishing
points.
up.
Wait,
Points.
That's why I have 5 in my performance.
So when
5
you're
in
creating your character, you're only
I have
allowed to
4
put
brawl.
3s
right,
in any one ability
right,
until such time as you got to the freebie points. That's when you could bring it to 4 or 5.
right.
So I stacked the
Yeah.
shit out of myself is what I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I have all my days.
I still kind of spread
All right.
mine out, but I have
Jacob,
4 in
what'd you learn?
brawl, so
Yeah, just the basic role
gives me
of adding attribute to ability.
Yeah, pretty basic
I
stuff.
didn't
Yeah.
even know that the last time we played.
So just to make sure, so failures are 1s, right?
Failure is anything that doesn't meet
So
the
I'm
threshold,
gonna
the
take
ability
difficulty
and
class.
What
A
takes
botch,
away from
somewhere
a
success?
botch
more
is a
useful
1.
for me.
And that takes away from anything, your lowest
I'm not
success.
The lowest success is what I do. Yes.
Useless.
Because that's what I was learning in
Law,
private
if you're a
with-
politician.
Yeah, sure. It's all mechanic stuff. What about
Couple of
storyline?
experts.
Yeah, anything of interest?
I'm just
Oh,
going to
Getting
max
shot
out
and mom
empathy.
comes to mind.
Yeah, some dark trauma.
All right, role playing. I'm gonna give you guys all a point, and then so we fly right would be heroism. I don't know that anybody had like heroism in this time. So
Definitely
1,
not a
2,
hero.
3.
I
would
was
say-
trying to be.
So
I'll say it's three experience points then for everybody.
So we
Total?
just do
So
plus
another +3. So now you're gonna have 7, and then you can spend it any way that if you want to take a picture of the table is the best way to do it.
So
One
it said, like disciplines, it was 6
the
times,
table.
Alright, missing 2.
6 times your rating.
That's if you're cative. It's 5 for in-clan disciplines,
Okay.
and 7 times current rating for
Oh.
out-of-clan
Oh, I
disciplines.
wrote the experience
So-
costs down.
If I'm
So, attributes
Dementation
cost
level 1.
5, right?
Hold on one second. What?
Oh, sorry.
I was asking if I'm
Okay, so-
dementation level 1, is it
Ability
just
cost 2.
7
5.
or 5
An
points?
attribute
Okay.
is current
Yeah,
rating
5 to get the
times
second
4.
done.
Oh yeah, I
Just
put it
making
in
sure.
the chat.
And it's
So
10
what?
experience for the
So
first shot in
You
some
can
So-
put in Discord.
So what attribute would you want to add? So like if you were adding athletics,
So you
it would
said
be current
we got
times
+1
4, so it
for
would be
role
9,
playing,
or it would
and
be
then
8,
what else?
because it's 4 times
So
2.
it was basically you had 1 automatic,
I
1
don't know
for what
that
you
two is for,
learned
but that's
or your
something
character,
else.
and then
Okay.
1 for role playing. So you
A
got
new
your 3
ability
total.
is 3, a new discipline is
And that will be
No.
added to the 4
You've got
experience you got in the
7.
last session and what I gave them,
and then
and so you'll have a
everything else is
total of
current
7
rating
to play with
times
for right now.
whatever.
Oh.
I put it in the chat too.
Awesome.
Alright,
Very
so.
What does it mean by the current?
Kat, what was your
rating?
question?
Oh, sorry.
Or did you
Current
figure
rating,
it out?
like if
Yeah,
you
she
have
got it
a
out.
2 on something, then it's 2 times whatever.
All right.
Alright, what if I don't
That
have
session.
one at all? So that
Uh,
So
means.
then that would make
Well,